Rest on the fly, nigga. Let's go. Yeah. What up? 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 What up, though? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Marq Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking These Beats, baby. We break beats over here. Business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. It is a hip-hop, political, sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let them jokes fly. You know why. Life is serious enough. Damn. Life getting real serious for Jonathan Majors out here, man. Oh, Lord, they got him. Oh, man. Damn. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. Got to be, and what they used to say, got to be more careful. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I can't believe it. I was shocked. I'm actually very shocked that he was found guilty on all accounts. It seems like, well, not all accounts, 2 out of the 4. He was found guilty on 2 out of the 4 charges. That is the showrunner, that is the lead. Gotta talk about it. Marvel has dropped him. Grand opening, grand closing, man. He had one of the I'd probably say one of the best breakout years I've seen in quite some time with the actor, especially of African American descent, right? Had a damn good breakout year, and just like that, give it then they take it, Hollywood does, huh? So we're going to talk about that on this episode. Also, we got to talk about it. The big fight. They're going to close the year out with a bang. Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin. Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker. Woo! Y'all talking about a fight? Well, fight card in general. Like this fight card, man. All these damn heavyweights, man. Shit, how many thousands of pounds gonna be in the building that night? Probably like 3 tons in that bit. All these niggas big as hell. 240 here, 260 there, 270. Man, these dudes are big, man. Some big dudes in there. There will be blood. Everybody ain't gonna make it because everybody ain't got the heart to take it. And I'm so excited about this fight. So we got a lot to unpack. And my question for you guys when it comes to this fight right here, who do you think is gonna have the most impressive performance, and who needs to have the most impressive performance? Like, both guys need to win. But who needs to be, does anybody need to be more impressive than, does both of these guys need to be impressive, right? Do both of these guys need to be impressive? This is gonna be a major fight, so we gotta talk about it. What else we got? What else do I got on the topic docket? What else is on the topic docket? Of course, I got to talk about Shields and Baumgardner. It's going down in a major way. I got this clip of Baumgardner, and she's kind of talking her talk. We got to play it, but she ain't buying it. She said, when it comes to Alicia, when it comes to Claressa Shields and that glove gate, she said, put a case on it.
Never heard of it.
So she never heard of it, so she ain't rocking with that. So we're going to talk about that as well. What else I got on the topic docket? Oh, Chance Comanche. Y'all heard about this story? Chance Comanche and his girlfriend have been arrested in relation to the burger. You know what I mean? Of another woman. They found the other woman's body in the desert. Like, bro, what the hell? What the hell is going on?
What the hell is going on?
Chance, tell me this shit fell out your pocket. Chance, tell me this shit fell out your pocket, man. Oh my God.
Tell me this shit just fell out your pocket, man.
I hope he didn't do that, but it looked like he probably did it. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. More than likely, he probably did it. All right. So we're going to talk about all of those things and more. What else I got on the docket? Something else. Oh, y'all heard about Diddy? Rumor is Diddy got raided. Now, this has not been confirmed, but sources too close to it, and I think this was running heavy on other social media platforms. Diddy's been raided. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm telling y'all, and I've told y'all, PGH Big Dog, what up? It was like, man, this might lead to some cases. He better get his Russell Simmons on, better liquidate all those assets and get the hell out of this country, bro. If not, he gonna be in there doing remixes with R. Kelly in prison. I ain't lying. I swear to God, he ain't gonna be in there with R. Kelly, man. Wow. Doing remixes. They're gonna be doing prison remixes in that bitch. I ain't lying. So it's a lot to unpack on this. As you know, Ryan Garcia put a survey out, pause, on Twitter, asked the fans who they wanted to see him fight next, Ryan or Haney. Rolly or Haney. Rolly was like, the hell you talking about? I'm trying to fight Adrian Broner. I was like, Adrian Broner?
I never heard of it.
But then the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? AB did say, look, I'm going to get a world title again. I'm going to get a title shot, blah, blah, blah. All right. Adrian Broner versus Rolly. That is a good fight for Rolly. Shit, it's a great fight for AB to get a title shot, right? And I think AB could possibly beat Rolly, but I don't know if he's going to make the weight. Is he going to make the 140? Is he going to make the 140, shorty? I don't know. So we're going to talk about all of that and more on this episode. So stick where you at. Stay around. Let me run this intro. Let me share this link out and let everybody know we live again, baby. It's your man Marq Nash breaking beats. Let's get it.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bush, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet. These niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shoot. Mother, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad sound.
Yeah. What up, though? What's popping? What's happening?
You broke back.
Wrong button.
Back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
How y'all feel? What's the damn deal? You back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Marq Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. Thank you again for allowing me the opportunity to entertain you all this evening. Hopefully you will be thoroughly entertained. And if not, shit, you need to lighten the hell up. Let's jump right into it, man. Got a lot to unpack on this episode. Let me make sure I got this devices charged up because I know I'm going to need that to take some of these phone calls. All right. Where we want to start at? When we started, let me start off with a quick little shout out. Shout out to everybody out there watching this episode, whether you're watching it live or you watching it on the playback. If I keep it up, y'all know I'll snatch an episode down quick. Snatch it down. Like, nah, put that on Patreon. Members only. That was too good. Can't get that away. You saw it once, you saw it. All right. Where am I starting at? Starting at the top. Let's start at the top. No, let me start here. If you don't know, we do have members only on Patreon. Members only has moved to Patreon so I can get out the good content without YouTube interfering with my shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, stuff I be trying to do, they say it's a violation. You can't get mad. This is their platform, right? I'm a guest. So I had to do my own thing. Shout out to everybody who's here early. Let me do a quick little roll call, do a quick little shout out. Shout out to Lisa Bells. I see you, PGH, Big Dog. What up? Like that. I see you. Shout out to Al Money. Damn, what's up, Al? How you been, fam? I ain't seen you in a minute. My boy, that guy Clips, he said, Clips already with the smoke. Clips ain't playing. Clips said that he said that bitch was chasing Kang through NYC like a damn Avenger, but she's the victim though. All right, I can put a case on it. Got to talk about it, man. So if you don't know, you've been under a rock the last 10 to 12 hours. It appears Jonathan Majors guilty Innocent. So he's been found guilty on 2 of the 4 counts. Let's read what happens. Jonathan Majors, guilty. Damn. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna beat this one. I ain't gonna lie, because it was so much footage out there of the lady chasing them down the street, like Clip said. She was chasing him. He actually walked right past her in a group of people, and she started chasing him. She was doing things with that hand that she said was injured, and I don't know. Those injuries that she had, according to his attorney, they were defensive. She got those with him defending her. Like if he was really trying to hurt her, she'll be looking like how they looked in Creed after the fight. You know what I'm saying? Busted up and swollen. I mean, he's not no little guy. He's a very athletic, very strong guy. If he was really trying to do something to her, she would have looked a lot different, right? Face would have looked like hamburger meat, not a little scratch behind your ear and a scratch on your pinky or whatever finger. But all right. Nonetheless, the jury of his peers has found him guilty of harassment and assault in the 3rd degree. 2 misdemeanors. Went to trial over 2 misdemeanors. A Manhattan jury found the former Marvel actor, we'll get into that, guilty on Monday of 2 misdemeanor counts of harassment and assault, but acquitted him on the other 2 counts. A 6-person jury found Majors not guilty on 1 count of intentional assault in the 3rd degree and 1 count of aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree. Majors, I don't know why I don't care about what color his suit was. Majors wearing a dark gray suit and seated in the courtroom with his attorney. Of course he's seated in the courtroom with his attorneys. Who wrote this shit?
It never heard of it.
Sometimes I read these articles and I was like, do y'all have like a word count y'all have to do like in college or something? Like y'all just adding words in here just to add some words. All right, but we'll get into it. Let's continue. Shout out to Lisa. Lisa said, exactly, Clips. Lisa said she ain't feeling it either. Okay. Let me go back to the article. Judge Michael Gaffey set a sentencing date for February the 6th. Majors is facing up to 1 year in jail, but he could also be sentenced to probation. Damn. You lost everything, bro. And you getting probation? All right. This goes back to March. This happened in March in New York City after he assaulted Jabari, that's the lady in question, in the backseat of a private vehicle. Jabari, a 30-year-old choreographer. The bitch do dance moves. How about that? I'm fucking up. She does choreography, right? She met him on the set of Ant-Man and the Wasp. She testified that she grabbed Major's phone after seeing a text message from another woman. She described that as Majors attempted to forcefully retrieve his phone from her. She felt a hard blow across the back of her head, resulting in bruising, swelling, and substantial pain. Shortly after the guilty verdict, Marvel Studios severed ties with Majors, who played the central villain, Kang the Conqueror, in the Disney's Marvel Cinematic Universe. This was set to be like appear in a lot of franchises coming up in 2025. It was supposed to be Avengers, the Kang Dynasty. That shit is over. It's a wrap. Major still has faith in the process and looks forward to fully clearing his name. His defense attorney has said, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Ain't no guilty. Ain't no more clearing his name. It's a wrap. The attorney continued. She said, it is clear that the jury did not believe Grace Jabari's story of what happened in the SUV because they found Mr. Majors did not intentionally cause any injuries to her. We're grateful for that. See, the people don't understand that, though. The lawyer, shout out to the lawyer. She trying to do her job, but fans, shout out to Jerry the Terror Tasker, Foodie with the Beauty. What up? Cali Fire, what up, fam? See, shout out to my sister Queen P, Brim Reaper, what up? Yeah. He said he got screwed. We'll talk about it. I'm gonna drop the link out there. I want to hear why y'all think he got screwed. But here's my thing. His lawyer, what she's saying sounds good, But she can't say the jury didn't believe Grace. No, clearly they did. He's guilty. But he got guilty of the misdemeanors, right? Facing a year in jail. Maybe could get probation. What y'all think? You think you're going to get a year? Y'all think you're going to get probation? Type 1 year or type PRO? PROB. Just type prob. You ain't got to put the whole word out there. Some of y'all niggas can't spell anyway. So you ain't got to try to write probation. Some of y'all be writing probation. Y'all be writing prohibited. So just put PROB if you think he's going to get probation. Type the number 1 if you think he's going to get that year in jail in New York City. But let me continue with his attorney statement. They said, she said, it's clear the jury did not believe Grace's story. That's why they didn't convict him of intentionally causing injuries to her. We are grateful for that. She continued, we are disappointed, however, that despite not believing Grace or Miss Jabari, the jury nevertheless found Mr. Majors was somehow reckless while she was attacking him. End quote. Now, the 2-week-long trial concluded in Lower Manhattan courtroom after the jury requested to hear the definition of harassment in the second degree. They needed to hear that again, which is when a person is guilty of, quote, intent to harass, annoy, or alarm another. Shit, niggas be out here harassing me all the time. That's it. Niggas definitely be trying to harass, annoy, and alarm me, get on my damn nerves. Damn, I ain't know that. I need to put a case on one of these YouTube niggas. Shit. They be out here annoying me. She said, it continues. They said, another person, no, move forward. He or she strikes, shoves, kicks, or otherwise subjects another person to physical contact or attempts to threaten them to do. Now, they damn sure ain't about to do none of that to your boy. All right. Here we go. Before making this verdict, the jury also asked to review the surveillance footage as well as testimony from the woman who attended a nightclub with Jabari after the assault. Like, this was bad, man. I think what hurt him too, they said during the trial, prosecutor told juries that Major was manipulative and controlling to Jabari throughout their 2-year relationship. But he's not on trial for that though. So I took umbrage with that. Like, he's not on trial for being controlling or manipulating. And they played a audio, right? Manhattan District Attorney's Office released text and audio recordings as evidence in which Major seemingly attempted to dissuade Jabari from going to the hospital to treat a head wound and threaten suicide over an argument. Sounds like that Tory Lanez shit. Man, when somebody got a case on you, do not call them. No talking.
It never heard of
no
it.
Communication, no phone, no. Majors told Jabari that she needed to act like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama. That's gonna be hard for a white woman. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just saying.
It never heard of it.
Like, how's she gonna do that?
Small hats.
How's she gonna do that? How's she gonna be Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama? Because he's a great man who is doing great things, not just for him, but for my culture and the world. Well, she ain't from your culture or your world, clearly. All right, let's continue. Quote, what this really boils down to is 4 simple words: control, domination, manipulation, and abuse. End quote. This is what Galloway told the jury in her closing statement. She said the tactics used by those who commit domestic violence against partners against Grace. Majors denied the assault, denied that he assaulted Jabari, and his defense team alleged that Jabari was the aggressor. In the vehicle that night, the defense team also argued that Jabari fabricated the allegations to get back at Majors after that breakup. In her closing, his defense attorney said, Jabari is a liar who bends reality. All right. Okay, boom. Last week, the driver in the car on the night alleged incident testified, he needed an interpreter and everything. Damn. He said Majors was not doing anything to her in the vehicle, but while Majors was trying to get out the car, he was trying to throw her in. The driver told. I do remember Majors was pushing her back in the car to get rid of her. There you have it. That's assault, whether you like it or not. That's assault. All right, so that's a quick summary of that right there. Damn. Anything else? I'm gonna drop the link out there, see what y'all talking about. Mark Somers said, in defense, he said, if the defense said it must be true. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Lisa said, I meant Marvel. Foodie said, that shit was hilarious when I read it. What part? Disney released them? Yep. 330, what it do? Shout out to D-Ray, what's up? Man, how you been, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. Welcome home, my brother. Welcome home. Welcome home to your home away from home. Shout out to Piotr. Jared Terry, he said, what up? The Brim. Ace Retro, let's go. Shout out to my homie Ace. See Bruce in here? Okay. All right. Let me see what the neighborhood talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Let me drop this link out here early. See what these niggas talking about. Mark Summers. Nah, I don't believe just because the defense team said it. I don't believe any side is always telling 100% of the truth. The prosecutor or the defense. I never believe that. Never believe anybody's telling 100% of the truth on none of that shit. They about wins. They trying to get a win. Like a case like this too. This was about headlines, man. This could have and should have been settled outside of court. And when I say settled, I don't mean financially settled. I mean the most this guy is facing is 1 year in jail, not prison. 1 year in jail or probation. If that's what you facing, well, you only gonna put a nigga in jail for a year. It ain't that serious. Jail should be reserved for things that are like when you do some shit like, yo, we got to put you away from anywhere. Like I'll say 2 to 3, or I mean 2 and up or 3 and up. When you start locking people up, but a year, come on, bro. Somebody giving you a year, that's somebody telling you to cool down, sit down, and get your shit together. They sitting you on the bench for a minute, giving you time out. Puro, what up? Fix your audio. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. All right, he'll be back. Yeah, man. So I just don't think that was a lot of time. It's 1 year. That's just enough time to fuck up your career, really. But to each his own, It sounds like, according to the witnesses, though, he was pushing her back into the car. Once you touching somebody, that's assault. Whether you like it or not, that is assault. Let me see, so again, that's the driver. The driver said, he testified, said, yeah, he wasn't doing anything to her in the vehicle. He was trying to get out the vehicle, but he was trying to, quote, he was trying to throw her in, quote, end quote. The driver told, that's what he drove, the jury. He also said, I remember him trying to push her back into the car. He has been dropped by his manager. He's been dropped by his publicity firm. It's called LED or LE. What is this? LED? Is that lead company or LED company? Lada, whatever. LEDE company. They dropped him. Been dropped by his manager, 360 Entertainment, publicity firm. He's been dropped by Marvel. He remains rep by the talent agency WME as of now. We don't know what will transpire from that in the upcoming weeks. What up, Puro?
Mic check.
So far, so good. Talk to me, man. What you think of this topic?
Cool. What up, Mark? I actually don't know what he did, bruh. I've never been big on, celebrity sports, bruh.
Bro, have you been listening to the show at all the last 15 minutes?
I listened the last 15 minutes. That's why I put in the comments, like, what did he do? Because I wanted to respond to your question.
Are you trolling me, bro?
No.
He's been found guilty. You got Google. You could have Googled that shit before you called it.
I was going to Google it, bro, but I was like,
Jonathan Majors guilty of harassment and assault. Majors was convicted of assaulting his ex-girlfriend. He got 2 misdemeanor counts of harassment and assault, but was acquitted on 2 other accounts. 6-person jury found him not guilty on 1 count of intentional assault in the 3rd degree and 1 count of aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree.
Okay.
But he was found guilty of 3rd degree assault.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's
No,
probably gonna get probation. I'm
get
thinking.
All right, but he's facing 1 year in jail or probation. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm thinking probation. You know, since like I think it works in his favor that he was acquitted on some of the charges. So you know, maybe they go, you know, maybe a little bit easy on him.
Go ahead. That's all you got.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
You could have texted that. 646 mix. Go ahead, Brent Reaper. That nigga could have wrote that in finger paint or some shit and just put a picture up.
You know,
Could have chatted that shit.
Yeah, bro, you slipping, bro. You should have waited for Joshua.
Right, that nigga joined the panel and say, "Oh yeah, man, he'll probably get probation." That's it.
One segment too soon.
Come on.
Well, what's up, Piro? What's up, Mark? How you doing, good brother?
I'm well, fam. I'm always good, even when it's bad. How are you, sir?
Yeah, man, they're like swimwear, bro. I think he kind of got hoes, man. You know.
You say he got some hoes.
He got hosed.
Oh.
But he gotta fix these hoes.
Oh, okay.
He got screwed. He got screwed a little bit because, like, I mean, he'll end up bouncing back eventually, you know. But the hit that he's taking right now just doesn't fit the circumstances, in my opinion. You know, you think about all these Hollywood actors and some of the things that they've done and things, you know, trials and tribulations they had and cases they had, and some of those cases way worse than what this was. And they were way more guilty, you know, and they didn't get nearly what he is receiving right now in regards to backlash for his career.
Example.
Charlie Sheen. What's my man that played Pirates of the Caribbean?
Johnny Depp. I mean, I could go the whole lot, but I'll just leave it those Johnny
two.
Depp wasn't a criminal case. He settled. Him and Amber Heard had a civil thing. It was
no. He had issues way before that. He had issues way before that, bro.
Was it assault?
That was on his side.
Was it assault on a woman though?
I'm not pinpointed just to assault on a woman. I'm talking about the amount of legal issues they had.
Only reason I say this, and only reason I'm challenging you on this because your statement was we seen guys do worse. You get what I'm saying? That's why I said
they've had worse cases. They've had worse situations.
So that's why I said what's worse than assault on a woman. Give me something that's.
I mean, but I'm looking at the video. The video evidence didn't show me that he assaulted her. I'm sorry. I mean, I people can disagree with me, and I understand. But from what I seen, that didn't look like no assault, bro. I'm sorry. That did not look that situation was not matching what is the backlash that he's receiving for his career and all the things that he's losing. It doesn't match, in my personal opinion. And I could be wrong, but I'm just going based off of what I'm seeing. I watched that footage a couple times.
They didn't show the footage of the actual fight, though. They never showed the footage.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Like, we never saw the fight. So what footage are you talking about? You talking about the aftermath?
That was the aftermath?
There's no footage of them fighting in the car.
But think about it. The driver made a statement, right?
Yeah, but I'm just going by what you just said. You said it was no footage.
Okay, but again, we have what the driver already said what transpired in the vehicle, and then we get the video, the video afterwards. Nothing is matching up to me. To me, this shows that's an assault.
Fair enough.
Because if that's the case, then both of them should be guilty for assault. And if we're gonna go there,
okay.
I just think he's getting screwed over. And I'm not gonna make this a black or white thing, but there's other actors.
She's white.
I'm trying not to make it that in regards to what actors are receiving in regards to backlash, what they're losing, and such and so forth. But I didn't see Charlie Sheen lose nearly what this man is losing right now.
Charlie Sheen was not on trial for assaulting a woman, though, sir. That's what is important. You got to find something comparable.
Man gave AIDS to women, bro. He gave AIDS to women, bro.
Did he go to trial? Did he go to trial for that, though? He was not.
Okay, you got it, Mark.
No, look, I'm not trying to.
You got it.
No, that matters though, Brim. Going to trial, a jury of your peers said you're guilty, and more importantly, it's a witness on the stand saying, pointing at you, saying, "Him did it. Him hurt me. Him." It's hard to beat that shit, man. When somebody on the stand pointing the finger at you.
If I did research though, Mark, I'm sure we'll find there was cases against other actors that had either worse situations than get nearly the backlash. I mean, I just didn't take the time to do that deep research, but I know I can find some cases that's going to show where actors had worse situations and did not get nearly what this man is about to lose.
Woody Allen, I can name something off the top of my head. Some shit like Woody Allen.
Yeah, no doubt.
But he wasn't on trial though. He did some fucked up shit, but he wasn't
on trial. We probably can find some stuff that was on trial. I mean, maybe I'll take some time to see if I find something, but I'm not going to go that deep right now, because at the end of the day, what happened happened.
And being attached to Disney, that matters too. It ain't like you.
Yeah, that definitely does matter, Mark. That definitely matters. That definitely matters, bro. I just think he's getting the bad end of the stick at the end of the day, but I don't know if he put his hands on that woman, or not, for 100%. So it is what it is. But I just think, from my viewpoint, I think he's getting a raw deal.
Oh, I believe you. I'm with you right there, 1,000%. I agree. I agree 1,000,000,000%. But white women's tears, man. I'm sorry, man. I hate to say it. You said you didn't want to bring in the racial component. It's hard not to for me.
Yeah, I'm trying not to, but if you do, I'm not going to blame you if you do, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to base it off just the merits of its own, but...
All right, fair enough. Hold tight. What's up, Foodie?
What up? How y'all doing this evening?
What's good, Foodie?
What's up, Foodie?
Hey.
Okay, hey, Foodie.
So, hey, how you doing, bro? So on this subject, like, I've been kind of in and out here and there about it, but I do remember I was talking about when I said I was laughing my ass off when I heard the part when he said you need to be like Coretta Scott King, you need to be like Michelle Obama. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? What are you talking about? This is a white woman. Those are not white women. But you're not fucking Obama, and you're not fucking Martin Luther King.
You make movies,
nigga, and just barely. Like, you ain't even a household name like that. Like, I could name a lot. Tyrese is more fucking popular than you, but anyway,
baby boy.
I mean, there's a whole lot of other like B-list or whatever, what considered B-list, who are in franchises that are more popular than you.
More popular than you, nigga.
Who? Oh, Lorenz Tate, yeah. Like, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
That nigga said, I want my white girl to be a strong black woman. Go ahead.
Right, these niggas, I mean, what the fuck do you want from? What the fuck do you want from me? Like, what's wrong? I'm trying, but
I like your energy, Foodie. We gotta laugh about it,
yeah, and yeah, unfair things do happen, and I mean, I will honestly say, hold on, just a second.
No, I ain't no hold on a second, nigga. We live. All right.
I had to close the door. No. I didn't know what was at stake. I read the little, like a little bit of the article that you had sent earlier. I was trying to get a gist of what the sentencing was, and I didn't quite fully understand it. It was a little too much legalese, like 3rd degree this, 1st degree. I don't know what the fuck.
Basically, he's facing a year in jail, not prison, and he's facing or probation and a fine.
I think he's going to get probation. I mean, from what I heard and the whole thing, it sounded like a lover's quarrel. She got jealous because he had a phone and, a phone call was coming in and she saw like a woman's name on the phone or whatever. It was just like a little jealousy type of thing. She tried to snatch it from him. And then maybe he restrained her. Maybe restrained her a little too hard, which isn't hard when you're dealing with somebody who's very small and you're a big, strong man. Like, you can easily...
and she white, so she gonna bruise.
Right, and it's gonna bruise fast. Girl, yes, exactly.
Girl, get you a Lupita Nyong'o or something like that. You can.
Well, he got him a Megan Good, because every time a nigga get in trouble with a white girl, he's gonna get him a black girl. But anyway,
Oh, you think that whole shit is a front with him and Megan Good?
Well, you know, he didn't go get him another Caucasian woman if that was his preference. You know, why wasn't he showing up hand in hand, dressed in black to the fucking courtroom with another Caucasian woman if that's your preference? You know, just why you had to go get you a woman, a black woman.
You might have multiple preferences. Look, you know, I've dated women of all colors and shit.
No one cares who you've dated, Mark.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's funny. I like, hey, look, Foodie, let's start it again. Here we go. look.
Foodie was in helmet immediately.
Round 1, fight. Well, look, yeah, right. I'm glad you cut me off, 'cause I was about to say some wild shit.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I've dated men of other races, so it doesn't have to be preference. But
Jerry, I told Jerry he might have a shot.
Jerry, what?
You heard him, but all right.
Anyways, but I don't know. It just seems a little convenient. I think, you know, whenever these things, it's all about optics. Whenever you are under the eye of the law, everything that you say and do can and will be used against you. So, you know, and it's publicity as well, and it's also, you know, the court of public opinion. So sometimes it's about optics. It's not really about preference. But anyway, I don't know. I don't think the man should lose his job and all of his little contracts and shit just for this little thing, though.
But they got to, though. Disney can't keep fucking with him. What's Disney?
And that's another thing, Mark, I wanted to say. Like, we're in a different time. Like, these people have a lot more to lose because it isn't as easy to defend yourself as a large corporation as it was before, to hide shit. Like, look at the whole thing the whole thing that's going on with Diddy. I just read that 35-page thing. God damn. Anyway. Like, this is a whole fucking time. I'm telling you, 2023 and 2024 is blowing the lid off a lot of shit. These motherfuckers is not playing with you. These women are not playing. These corporations ain't playing your game. They ain't hiding your shit no more. They're not doing this shit. Law enforcement is coming out. Like, they ain't playing this game no more. This shit is a whole different game. So you can compare, like Brent was saying, you can compare other cases that are like, that was a different time. Then versus now, just the same with boxing, 15 rounds versus 12 rounds. Like, this is a whole different fucking situation. Shit changes over time. Motherfuckers get tired of having to pay all of these court fees and all this other shit and all these spin doctors to fix your image, and they ain't doing that shit no more. They're like, nigga, if you did it, I'm done. I'm wiping my hands of it and I'm gonna keep moving on.
Okay, go ahead. What was you about to say, Puro? Puro put something in the private chat in the PC. I want to hear.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, Mark, that Clips in the chat, he gave to me, in my opinion, a great example, because Roman Polanski, he was on trial for statutory rape. And he fled the country. He's still a fugitive to this day, and he never like, his job was never affected. Got consistent work. Shit, motherfucker even won an Oscar for best director.
No, I thought he won.
Who's he talking about? I missed you.
What year did he win that Oscar, and what year was he charged?
He won it for The Pianist, I believe, and he was charged like in the 70s.
Could he come
Pianist
to
came out like in 2000 something.
But here's
Are you talking about Polanski? Y'all faded out for a minute. Okay.
Yeah, Polanski. But my thing is, he's a fugitive in the U.S. only. Like, he didn't bounce back. My whole thing is, he wasn't like, okay, this happened, he did some fucked up shit, and people still rocking with him. They wasn't still rocking with him. They ain't let him come back. He's still fugitive.
Yep. The government wasn't rocking with him, but the studios were. The Hollywood studios didn't majors like get fired from Disney, and right now he's kind of in limbo and how his career's going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, these studios are not taking risks to put life and limb out on these motherfuckers.
To be fair, I don't know if this is too much to say, but I'm just curious though. Isn't he?
What, ugly?
I don't know. I won't even say it. I won't say it because I'm not sure. But all right. Okay, so it is true. I just looked it up. He's Jewish.
It never heard of it.
Small heads.
Polanski?
Small heads.
Yeah. Polanski is from Polish and Jewish descent. I think that's a little different. They run Hollywood. They run Hollywood.
Yeah, but Russell Simmons ain't Jewish, and he's just getting the same kind of treatment.
No, he's
like,
not.
All you got to do is, well, has Polanski ever been as popular wherever he is outside of the United States as he was in the United States?
Mm-hmm. More.
Yeah. He was the big shit.
He's got more movies and stuff going on.
Yeah, he the big shit.
Yeah. He never stopped working.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. Well, I don't know him by name. I just know by work. But
and also, Charles Manson killed his wife and his baby. So I mean, maybe they were like leaning on him. I have no idea.
What? Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
They kind of did it. They kind of did that. What's that movie? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was roughly based on that.
The Sons of something.
You ever seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio?
No, I heard about it, and I plan to watch it, but I didn't.
Watch it, man. I think that's the movie. Brad Pitt finally got his Oscar for that shit. Finally won one.
Great movie.
I like both of them. I love Leonardo and Brad. I think they're both good actors. But
you know most fans?
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
They used to both, but they both could have got it Once Upon a Time, but
at the same time.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, they might have could have got it, but they both were a little.
The foodie did hell yeah. She's like, hell yeah, I let him smash it. Shit real.
Leonardo was fine as fuck for a long time, and so was Brad, but everybody, age catches up to everyone. Shit.
Yeah, niggas old.
Yeah, they're old. They're old.
Shout out to Foodie, says she gonna let them niggas run a choo choo.
No, not at the same time. Because I want different things from them. I want something from one and a different thing from another. So they might not be into the same thing. So we can't do it at the same time.
Look, if so, you got to do
that was common.
You got to do like the white folks did, Foodie. After you give it to them, you got to say they took it.
You right?
Get paid, nigga.
Slap myself in the face and cry big old crocodile tears and run down to the courtroom.
So where are we at on this, man? Can Jonathan Majors, can he come back from this? Can his career come back from this?
I don't know where he is because I just don't think he's that big. And I don't know. I mean, I guess I haven't watched Ant-Man. That's one of the Marvel comics I never watched. I like the Marvel universe. I never heard of Ant-Man until I watched the Avengers. My kids follow that shit, so I'd be like, hey, what's going on with this storyline? But I never. The movie I saw was the Netflix movie. It was really good with him. The first time I saw Jonathan Majors, I can't remember. It was like a country movie. It was what's his name? Idris Elba.
It's a western.
That was good.
Yo, what was the name of that?
Good.
Let me find it.
It's not Love Country or whatever that shit is, but
I never watched that.
With Regina King, that shit was
The Harder They Fall.
Yeah, that was good. I like to stumble upon that shit.
Was fire.
I just stumbled upon it and it was good as fuck. Yeah, that shit was good. I want to see I'm waiting for a sequel, but I guess obviously not. You
gonna get a sequel now? He ain't got shit to do.
Yeah.
You know that was a Jay-Z produced film. He can go back to Jay-Z. Can't go back.
Was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jay-Z produced that.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Maybe I wonder if they do another Creed, if he would be in that. You know,
I don't know. They're looking at Jay-Z now. They're looking at Jay-Z on the Diddy level. I don't know. I don't know.
What Jay-Z do?
Oh my god, I've been doing some deep diving.
Oh, go deep.
Marq.
Let's see it. What you got? What happened?
Well, I've been looking at the Diddy thing.
On me, nigga. Pause.
I've been looking at like who Diddy's. This sugar daddy that they talk about, that's Diddy's, his financier. What's his name? Bill something that's worth like $3 billion and owns everything from Whole Foods to Fred Meyer to fucking Lord Taylor to everything. I've been looking in and out there like trying to, because Jay-Z and Diddy are like good friends, I guess. Because Diddy said that's the only person who could call him Sean. And they looking back to his history of young women like, what's her name? Not just Aaliyah, but what's her name? Foxy Brown was only 14, 15 years old when allegedly they was messing around, and his history of dealing with young underage women, because he says that him and Beyonce got together when she was like 20, but they met when she was 16. So, I mean, there's some things they're trying to, dig around it. And then, Jaguar Wright, she out there fucking yelling it from the mountaintops, and a lot of the shit she said is now being validated, especially with Cassie and these other women coming out. I mean, it's a lot of shit going on. with these black billionaires. Oh, and then you heard about the Tyler Perry thing, allegedly.
Christian Keys.
Yeah, the Christian Keys. I told you, he's the one. He's the one to write. Hold on, he's the one. Just I've been telling you about All the King's Men. He's the one who wrote All the King's Men and that book. The one I tell you about the show, and he's in this show and all that stuff. All the Queen's Men. I said All the King's Men. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Brim. Shout out to everybody watching on IG right now. I see y'all on Instagram. Shout out to Money Brown. He said Jaguar right been disposed of them Negroes. Shout out to Money Brown. Who else? Tyrese Bowie. I see you on IG. The link is in the description on my IG. So y'all just go to my bio on IG and y'all can click the link. Shout out to Sir Poinsettia. Kayambu. Is that my boy Kayambu? What up, Kayambu? Yo, that is Kayambu. Damn, man, I ain't seen this nigga since Hazelwood days. Shout out to my brother Kayambu. Shout out to his mom, Miss Richardson, too, man. One of the best teachers I ever had. All right, but the link is into the bio, in my bio. Click the bio and y'all can go straight to YouTube. Y'all can type in the chat on YouTube and everybody can see your comments. Because right now I'm the only one that can see your comments on the IG Live. All right, where we at with this? So, go ahead, Brim. You got anything? Because I got one more thing I want to say.
I don't know if I got anything for this. I'm ready for that next topic. So y'all go ahead and wear this one out. If there's anything interesting, I'll chime in.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we're done with this one.
Pure, you got anything else on this one?
No, I'm okay, brother. I got it out.
I want to save that. I want to get some more information on this Christian Keys, but he doesn't say the person's name, but he says he accuses a billionaire, Hollywood billionaire. And then Foodie, where did you get it was Tyler Perry from? Because when I heard this story earlier today, he didn't say the man's name or nothing. He said a Hollywood.
No, he never says the name, but that's the only billionaire. Because Christian Keys has done a lot of Tyler Perry plays. That's where he got his fame from, doing a lot of the Tyler Perry plays. I didn't watch, like when he was doing the live, Medea and all that stuff. So he's been working with Tyler Perry for a long time, and then he got that deal with him, based off of his book for All the Queen's Men. And I think it's doing pretty well, but we'll see what happens in
season 4. The only thing that bothers me about the Christian Keys thing is when he said, the guy told him I have several African American men, blah blah blah, and usually a black guy wouldn't describe other black guys as African American men. That's why I assumed it was probably a white guy.
Maybe it wasn't verbatim that he was saying, and maybe that person didn't say African American. Maybe that was just the verbiage he used.
Fair
enough. He wasn't reading a document or something. It wasn't a court document reading or anything. There's no charges being brought up. So,
but what is happening is he said he has audio recordings. So maybe
lots of them since 2005. He says, huh?
So is it possible this is a shakedown from Christian Keys?
No, he says he records everything. He has pens, recorders, phones, everything. Like this nigga he got your phone. He got. I think it's because of the nature of the industry he works in.
No, Foodie, let me finish this incomplete. The reason why I say is it a shakedown because you go out publicly say a Hollywood billionaire did this to you. You say he offered you $100,000 to strip, right? You go on to say I have audio recordings that if need be, I'll release at a later time. It sounds like he's giving whoever this person is time to you did this. I know you did this. You need to reach out to me and cut this check and we can squash this. But if not, I will expose you and expose the audio recordings. You get what I'm saying? Because if not, you could have just went on and said the dude's name right then. Why slow drip it? Why he slow dripping it? Pause.
It's shakedown.
It's a shakedown, right? That's
it could be right. It could be right. But the thing is about a shakedown is did the person do it or not? Was there a crime committed or was there something that happened or not? Don't focus on the shakedown or the modality in which the information is being released to us. I'm always concerned is if this person actually did it. Did this person do something wrong?
If he did, drop the audio, B. Drop the damn audio. Expose them. Let the world know.
Hey, but there's an expression. You gonna pay me for my pain. And it doesn't change the fact that something happened. It just changes the location and where you're crying. That's like Jaguar said. It's like, did you do it or not? Did you do something wrong or not? Are you trying to expose somebody for doing something wrong? Yeah, but you're not going to just, yeah, you did it, and then I'm just going to go on my merry way and live my life. Hell no, you're going to pay me for my motherfucking tears.
All right. All right, anybody got anything else on this one? Because I can move right on to the next one. Move on to the next one. Anybody? Final thoughts on this one? Like I said, it's a lot of topics I got to unpack on this episode. Y'all want to go in order? Y'all want me to go in the order on the screen, or y'all want to skip around?
We can go in order. No, it's your show. Do your thing.
I really want you to go to the next one.
Good either way.
All right. Let's get it. Let's go into this next one. It's your man Marq Nash, Breaking Beats. Appreciate your time and energy. Make sure y'all smash the like button on the way into the room. Or you can click the dislike button too. I don't give a damn. Hating ass nigga. All right, so look, we got to get into it. We got a big fight coming down this weekend. December the 23rd, the boxing world will be shaken up in Saudi Arabia. It's called Day of Reckoning. That's how it's built. This is put on by Ryder. And man, oh man, shout out to the king and the prince and the Saudis. They are doing major things in boxing. This card is stacked. If you ever heard of a stacked card before, this is it. You got Anthony Joshua facing Otto Wallin. The bronze bomber Deontay Wilder will be facing Joseph Parker. You got Frank Sanchez on this card. Like, I mean, this card is stacked. Too many to name, but I'm going to dig deeper into this card as we get closer to the fight this week. The topic on the docket for tonight is Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. Who has more to prove? Who needs to win more? And who needs to win the biggest? Also, if either guy loses, will you still want to see them fight later on this year? Who wants to take the lead? Oh, don't everybody jump in at one time.
No, it's Rydera. It's Rydera, Saudi Arabia. You said Ryder.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Not Flo Ryder.
Yeah, you thinking about Ryder season?
Man, Ryder season. That's why I said Ryder season. It looked like it spelled like hip hop with a RYDAH. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Go ahead. Let's get to the topic. Who needs to win the most?
All right.
Go ahead.
That's Jerry. Jerry's trying to call.
You know it. I'm gonna add him to the
yeah, I think I do still want to see the fight, but go ahead.
Especially since the fight is already kind of like tentatively set up. I need them to both win. I'm tired of Wilder's mouth. I want to see him get sparked out. I'm tired of his mouth. There's always different energy from when he's physically there in front of a person, and then when he's not there, he starts running at the mouth. I need him to beat Parker. I need Otto Wallin to lose to Joshua. I need these two to fight so he can finally get shut up, because I think Joshua's going to spark him out.
Wow. Okay. Bureau.
Yes, sir. For me, I'm not really. I mean, I am interested in the card because I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, AJ fan, but I'm not really into these Saudi Arabians sports washing. Using boxing and stuff. And especially like it kind of robs like if Wilder and Joshua do fight, they're more than likely going to have in Saudi Arabia, and that kind of robs the fans a bit, because the fight should be in England or in the United States, like me as a fan that goes watches fights, like especially like a favorite fighter of mine or a fighter that I follow, like I want to be able to go watch it. I can't afford wherever they're fighting at Saudi Arabia.
Yes, you can. What you mean? You
can't? No, I can't.
Mexican ass over there.
No, I agree, and shit, my ass can't even go because I'm a woman. So
you damn sure ain't going with that blonde hair over there, Foodie.
I can't go with nothing. I gotta be if I do it like they do and have the whole thing covered up. But
hey, Foodie, click out. Click out and click back in because you up here in white face anyway. We want to see your pretty face.
Okay.
You can come back.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. While you would do that, let's go to Jerry the Terror Tasker. What up, Jerry?
What's up, Marq?
Oh, let me give you the drop. My
What's
bad.
up, Marq?
Talk to me, fam.
Hey, what up, Foodie, Puro, everybody?
Yes, sir.
I agree with you that it's a stacked card, with names, but I don't really see it as a stacked card with matchups necessarily. They all look like favorable matchups for the favorite to win. And what I think is, you know, JJ and Wilder 5 years ago was a massive, massive fight with everybody wanting it. Now, Wilder's done been whipped real good a couple times. AJ is one fight removed from 2 back-to-back.
I'm sorry, I'm a little uncomfortable hearing a
fight.
white man say he got whipped. Can you just say he lost the fight?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, he got beat up.
4 fights removed.
He got beat up.
All
There
right.
you go. I don't want to hear the white guy say he got
Okay,
whipped by the white man.
Well, that's what I say, but I don't mean
I'm
it
fucking
like that, but I
with you,
get it.
Jerry. You know I like a little racial humor every now and then. It's all good. Go ahead.
All right. But so if you think about it, they're going to have to do something to rekindle casual fan interest in order to really make it a big fight. And that's what this card is about. They want these guys to both get in there and win and look real good, and then that'll rekindle the energy the fight had 5 years ago, and then it'll make the fight big again. Because right now, I will watch it. Us boxing fans, we're damn sure going to watch it, even though we know it's past its due date. But they got to do this to re-energize that fight to make it big. And but the one thing I will say is, hey man, these are fights. We don't know anything could happen with their fights. I would expect Wilder to beat this guy, but Wilder been out of the ring for a long time. Lots of inactivity. He's kind of old in the game. He's got damn near 50 fights. He may always be dangerous, but he might be far removed from the fighter that lost to Fury a good while ago. And AJ is a vulnerable heavyweight. One thing about his opponent in this card in Saudi Arabia, he's a tough guy. He proved that. He's proved that he's tough, but he also not much of a puncher at all. But AJ is vulnerable. His chin is vulnerable. So we never would know what would happen. I think if there's a chance of an upset between the two heavyweight fights, I think AJ has a better chance of being upset than Wilder, though. And that's what I'm talking about.
All right, let's go to Bo.
Let's
go to Bo. Go ahead, Bo.
Hey, what's going on? Mark, what's going on the panel? I think this will be a big fight. One thing I would disagree with what I heard earlier is that I know people say they don't want the fight over in Saudi Arabia. I mean, that's a big fight. It doesn't matter to me where the fight is at, because if you think about iconic fights, when you think of George Foreman and Muhammad Ali, what do they say? The Rumble in the Jungle. When you think of Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, what do they say? Thriller and Manila. Yeah. Like these things got, you know what I'm saying, like iconic names to them. So if the big fight takes place in Saudi Arabia, I mean, even if I don't make it there, I could still watch it on, you know what I'm saying, if it's pay-per-view or the zone or whatever the case is. I mean, as long as I get a good fight at the end of the day, that's what matters. I mean, we got to understand that boxing is a global sport, not a U.S. sport. You know what I'm saying? So that fight can happen anywhere as long as it makes sense for them to put it on. I'm cool with that overall. But I still think it's a big fight, even though it would have been more massive if these guys would have fought years ago. But it's still a big fight, in my opinion. I don't know who will win. I mean, obviously, Deontay Wilder got the one knockout punch, but I think a lot of people be counting out AJ because his joint with Andy Ruiz. I mean, AJ he's still grinding, you know what I'm saying? So this will be a big fight at the end of the day. I can't call who will win it, but I think it'll be a big fight.
All right, go ahead. I think that's everybody. It's open to everybody. I think everybody had a chance to get their opening statement. I think Brim disagreed with Puro or Jerry.
Jerry, man, this cat season Jerry right now, bro. First of all, a lot of people get on Joshua about him losing to Ruiz. I mean, cool, but he was a last-minute replacement to Big Juice Baby, Big Baby Juice.
That's a fact.
So he was preparing for a different type of fight, and he got his get back after that. Now he lost to Usyk, which I think might end up proving to be the generational heavyweight out of everybody, but that's yet to be determined. But to say, it's a bigger chance that AJ gets beat than Wilder. Wilder had one round in 2 years, bro. I mean, I'll call it even. They both have a chance to lose, and it's probably on the same level. Even though personally, for me, I think Wilder has a better chance of losing because Wilder's predicated on having power in his right hand, and it requires timing, which is something he may not have going into this fight. Because Wilder has been in a ton of fights where he was losing the fight and won because he landed the one punch. And I'm always going to say this, and I'm probably always going to get pushback from it. But I feel like the American fan base just doodles on Joshua like Wilder got some phenomenal resume when his resume compared to Joshua was just hot dog water. It's ridiculous. And I'm tired of Wilder running his mouth. And I'm tired of Wilder running his mouth when he's not in front of the people, but when he's in front of the people, he got a different energy. I'm tired of it. He's scared of me. If he was so scared of you, why did you get offered $100 million and then you decided to go ahead and fight your cherry pick that went wrong and you got sparked out? And then you're going to blame him, say he's cheating. But granted, let's say Fury was cheating. The fact that you did your coach the way you did your coach, I don't respect it. He be on some trash movements. He need to get sparked out for real. And I hope they both win because I want Joshua to spark him out. Spark him all the way out.
Brim saying that but you're saying him sparked out a couple times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you ain't never seen it. But go ahead.
No, but I want him to get sparked out when we say it's over and done with.
Oh, you want his career to be over. Go ahead, Jerry. You can respond.
Yeah, let me respond since he seems to have a direct issue with me. I think at the end there, you heard really the juxta of it. He's got a big problem with Wilder. Mark, you know I'm not a big fan of Wilder, but he sounds like he's really got a hard-on for Wilder, and that's his biggest issue because I said AJ, to me, is the more vulnerable to the upset. If an upset should happen, it should happen with AJ. I think it would happen. He has a better chance. But if you listen to what I said they both, there's a chance because we haven't seen much of Wilder. He's been horribly inactive. So he really ain't saying much different than I said. Only thing is that he thinks differently that AJ has a better chance. So I don't know, but it's clear he really dislikes Wilder. Now, if I heard him correctly, he also said, you know, people get on AJ because he walked into one punch against Ruiz. No, he got knocked down 4 times in that fight. Too early in the fight. Then he fought on competitively for a few rounds. Then he got knocked down twice, spit out his mouthpiece, and basically quit in the corner. I've never seen Wilder do that. I've seen Wilder take massive beating and not quit. And AJ was twice beat by Ruiz. Now Wilder was twice beat by Ruiz real bad.
No, he was not twice beat by Ruiz.
Yeah, I mean, not Ruiz.
Yeah,
Usyk. My bad. By Usyk. But my point was, and I said it. You know, the fight. What my point is the fight ain't. It doesn't have the excitement about it that it did 4 or 5 years ago when they were both undefeated and they were both unbeaten and at their primes. Right now, it's past that. It's well past that, in my opinion. But it's still a good fight. But they got to get the casual fan interest back on it. And how you do that? You put them in against slower, overmatched opponents, and you tell them, look real fucking good, and then we can make this fight big again. I mean, that's all I was saying.
I don't know. I think maybe we're just seeing things from an American fan point of view. Like, I don't know how the UK fans feel about Wilder versus Fury. I mean, Wilder versus Joshua over there in the UK. I think they still want to see it. They're split between, their heavyweight fans are Fury. A lot of them like Fury and a lot of them like AJ. But I don't know how they feel about it. But the thing is, it won't be happening in America. It'll be happening over there in Saudi Arabia, and there will be more UK fans over there because they're just closer in proximity. But I think I do want to see it, and I'm with Brim. I want to see AJ beat Wilder. I think AJ has way more skill than Wilder. I think it's very obvious. Everybody knows how Wilder sets up that right hand. It ain't much to it. So if you can avoid that right hand for a few rounds, I think he's going to gas out because he doesn't have much of a gas tank, Wilder.
Yeah, you also you can't get reckless.
A lot of American fans be saying. A lot of American fans will say, "Oh, Joshua's chinny." Wilder been knocked out more. Like, are we gonna get real here? This guy hadn't got
Joshua's
one
never
round
been
in
knocked
2 years,
out.
and we say that Joshua got a better chance of losing. No.
Yeah, Joshua's been beat. He hasn't been knocked out like Wilder was knocked out by Fury. Killer Fisted Fury.
I think it's the way. I think it's the way.
TKO'd. Joshua was TKO'd in the Ruiz fight.
True. And I think for some fans,
And Joshua went down.
for some people, I think it's the way Joshua lost. They look at him like he quit in the corner. For Wilder, some of his fans say, "Hey, look, the ref in the corner had to stop it as the second fight, and he was still dropping his guy when he lost too, you know, and he went out on his shield. I think it's the way he lost. Some fans will argue Wilder looked like he had more heart than AJ. I don't necessarily. I think both of these guys got tremendous heart. Take a lot of courage to get in that ring, but that's what I hear in the rumblings. Though I pass the mic though.
Yeah, but if you see AJ's expression when the ref called it off against the Ruiz foul, he's like, what? Like he thought he had more to go, and he didn't look all dazed and confused like some fighters be stumbling all over the place and they don't know that the fight is over. It was like he felt like he could have gone more. I was shocked that the ref called it off, to be honest, but I know why.
Wilder had that same reaction in the second Fury fight. He had the same reaction. He was beat to a pulp, and when the ref stopped it, he looked at the ref like, "What are you stopping it for?"
Well, that nigga he didn't even know what fucking arena he was fighting in. Like you could.
Well,
tell
I will say this in that AJ fight. I mean, if he spit out his mouthpiece a couple of times, that's almost like a sign of quitting. In that fight with Andy Ruiz, and then there was a rumor saying that AJ got knocked out in Sparring. I don't know how true it is, but if you keep spitting out your mouthpiece, I mean that's gonna get a referee the idea like, all right, this dude don't want to fight.
No, I agree. I understand what you're saying, but they didn't say that when Errol was fighting fucking what's his name, and he spit out his mouthpiece, talking about he was afraid that his dentures were gonna get knocked out and all that kind of shit, and then he was able to win the fight anyway.
Well, Errol Spence didn't spit out the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece got knocked out.
Knocked out.
Okay.
Knocked out. Yeah.
Damn, so they got knocked out. Yeah, Ugas knocked the fuck out of him.
Yeah, Ugas. Yeah.
And that late replacement thing.
What you say, Puro?
And that late replacement thing, it works two ways. Ruiz was also a late replacement, so he's fighting a heavy
right
him on short notice. Yeah.
Exactly. People don't take that into consideration, Jerry, because he thought he was going to be fighting Big Baby Miller.
What's that, Rudy? I didn't hear that.
No, I was just saying that. Yeah, you're right. He thought he was going to be fighting Big Baby Miller, and they had that big build up to that fight. But then he took Ruiz on a late replacement. He didn't know. But then at the end, like after he got beat, he said his uncle told him once upon a time, like when they were looking at the rankings, that he told him that Ruiz, he was going to be like that one dude that people wouldn't see coming, and he didn't pay attention.
Yeah, well, that's always the case when you lose to that guy. I'm just saying Ruiz was a late replacement, too. He didn't know he was going to be fighting him for the title, so he didn't have all that time to repair that. To me, that's never an excuse. And for me, if you're at the top end of boxing, I would never put my fighter in there with a late replacement because of that. Because of that. You haven't trained for that guy. It's a bad idea. Even if you think you can beat that guy, you size him up. You didn't train for that guy. You see what I mean? And that guy ain't got nothing to lose. Ruiz went into that fight with nothing at all to lose. AJ had everything to lose, and he ain't been.
But
back.
if your fighter wants to do it, like Eddie Hearn is not the same type of promoter that you see over here in America. He's with the matchmaking and all that kind of shit. Like he lets his fighters do what they want to do. I mean, people say maybe that's the right thing, that's the wrong thing. I don't know, but I'm not paying Eddie Hearn. Anthony Joshua is paying Eddie Hearn, and so if he say I want to do this shit, then there's nothing he can do.
I mean, personally, I think it's a very bad excuse. The late replacement.
Look what the consequence was. Now, if it's a different circumstance, but when you're making an American debut, you're a cash cow like AJ. To me, you're operating on a far higher professional level. You don't need to fight a late replacement. If the fight gets scratched, oh well, you still got plenty of money to bank on, plenty of opportunity moving forward. You taking a risk fighting a guy that you didn't train for, and look how it worked out. I just wouldn't do it at that.
I'm not making any excuses.
Every fight's a risk.
I'm not making no excuses from him. He did what he did, and it happened how it happened. So,
but every fight don't have the same amount of risk. AJ had a lot to lose, whereas you take a 9-0 fighter, and he, maybe you put him in with a late replacement. I don't like it there either, but that's a whole different game. At that
but
level,
he got it back though. He got it back.
Yeah, against the Big Baby. Is it Big Baby? Is his name? Jarrell? What's his name?
Jarrell Big Baby Miller.
Yeah. Against him, like he would have lost the same thing if he would have lost against him. The same thing is going to get lost.
Yeah, but he got it back.
Yeah,
So
and he got it back. Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he got it back, but you can't erase the footage of being knocked down 4 times and made to quit. That's hung with AJ since that fight. His win to get it back wasn't nearly as impressive as his loss to lose it.
I don't know, but did it hang with him that much? Because he won it back immediately.
Y'all,
Wilder
Brem, you got to fix your mic. You sound muffled. You sound like your hand, the mic ain't by your mouth. Pause. Can't hear you. It's like
Wilder didn't get no.
Put the mic by your mouth.
You said Wilder didn't get no get back.
Wow, pause.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
he got back.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about
Saudi
Wilder.
Arabia.
In this situation,
No, but y'all, the thing is though, everybody want to judge, critique. Everybody want to critique Joshua, but then let Wilder get these passes fighting his sparring partner. And how do you guys feel about all this talking that Wilder does? He gets in front of the people, and then when he's in front of Fury, he's smiling in front of him, and then when he leaves, oh yeah, I know he cheated me. Oh, in front of AJ, oh I wish he the best, even when we don't fight. Then when you leave, you talk junk. Is anybody gonna hold him accountable for that weak shit he doing? Come on, man, that's weak.
The Bible tells us that silence is gold.
Period. I want to see the
Yeah,
action.
the answer is no,
You
bro.
know, Deontay Wilder. What he said? He said, Tyson Fury is no longer an enemy of his, or some shit like that. He said he's not an enemy of mine. It's just when we in the ring, that's it. But when we outside the ring, I ain't got nothing personal against him.
Never heard of it.
you called the man a cheater. You said
So why are you running his mouth saying what he's saying?
Nah, bro. You can't call the man.
And then he went over there to Saudi Arabia and gave him a hug and all that kind of shit.
Man, out his way to give him a hug. I
Yeah.
didn't like that. You was walking. You could have just gave the nigga the head and not kept moving. You
Pushed his
stopped.
woman out the way and everything to give him
Yeah.
a hug and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit did look weak. But that's what I'm saying. When he was sitting with Joseph Parker, he was like, Tyson Fury is not an enemy of his and whatnot. Now this is after he already accused the man of cheating and all that other stuff.
Times, yeah, you got to be my enemy.
And
I don't think he's ever
And
been an
then
enemy.
after that, he says, "Oh, he's not my enemy." Then he goes back to talking about him again, like, "Yeah, I know he cheated. I got proof, and you ain't showed the proof yet." You know, he got loaded potato-baked gloves.
Yeah. So
Y'all
like he has
speculating-
no credibility with me when he
Y'all
talks.
already
I want to see you
kind
in
of
the
nice
ring.
to the next topic too. I love it. Anybody got anything else on
I'm
this?
glad we-
Yeah. I got something. This is what I don't understand when it comes to the whole cheating, Glovegate scandal, and everything else. See, a lot of people push that Tyson Fury cheated, right? This whole Glovegate scandal, whatever you want to call it, that was in the first fight, and after that fight, Deontay Wilder said Tyson Fury was pillow fisted.
It was the second fight. No,
No. He came out after the second fight, but the video is from the first fight.
No, they got footage. Listen, they got footage.
Right. No.
Yeah, all the accusations.
Listen, the floppy glove, that was in the first
second
fight.
No.
Yeah, but it came out after the second.
Yeah, but it came out after the second fight. He called him pillow fisted before the first fight. The second fight, he didn't say shit when he was in front of him. He had the big ass headphones on, talking about you can tell everybody.
Right.
You can tell, like, he was just blacked out. You didn't.
No, but check this out. The first fight was the floppy glove, right? When it was leading up to the second fight,
The second fight, they said he skinned the gloves too.
Nah. The second fight, it was nothing floppy about those gloves. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury just mauled him. But in the second fight, leading up to the second fight, Deontay Wilder was like screaming at Tyson Fury because he was like, "I got you out of this."
No, bro, that's the first fight.
No, man, trust me.
No, trust me.
No, trust me. The first fight.
I think he's right, Mark.
Bro, please trust me. That first fight, the second fight, they did some talking shit too. It was some talking shit.
When he's like, "I got you out of this thing." Nobody else.
Yeah, that was leading up to the second fight.
Suicide and all that other kind of shit. Yeah,
exactly. That was leading up to the second fight when he said that.
And, and Fury was quiet, and that's when he said, "I'm gonna knock him out."
Yeah. So leading up to the third fight, that's when Deontay Wilder had the headphones on and stuff.
Right. You're right. I'm wrong.
And they checked his gloves too. They checked Fury's gloves. So what's your excuse now? You got
no. Tay was there. My boy Tay was there. He said we checked them. We complained about him then, and basically the commissioner was like, "This what it is. We already checked all these gloves. This what we rolling with. Pick one of these pair." He was like, "They all feel like they ain't got no pattern compared to this." So what Wilder did was end up using the type of gloves Fury had, if I'm not mistaken. But shit, I was just wrong.
That was a very informative video, by the way.
Which one?
The one when I believe you said his name was Tay, when they went to the
when they
like cutting them open and stuff like that.
Like, we're gonna wear what we want to wear. We're gonna get.
Yeah, I learned a lot about the process.
Yeah, I thought you can always say no, and this ain't gonna work. But it was the A side is the A side, like with Floyd. Floyd said, "My Don ain't wearing them gloves."
Yeah, but you gotta pay too.
I pay you, but
he paying like $2 million and shit.
I thought it was $1 million.
I forgot how much it was, but yeah,
it was $1 million.
Okay, $1 million too. I know he paid over. He definitely paid a lot of money for Madonna not to wear them gloves.
And then Madonna said, "I would have won if I would have had my gloves." Second fight, Floyd was like, "Nope, wear the shit you wore the first fight. You said you won, right? You thought you won the first fight. All right, wear them shits again."
Well, Floyd's gonna argue with him.
Probably the second time put that shit in the contract. Did he have to pay him the second time too? I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
No. I think it was the first fight. That's what it was all about. Was that first fight when he paid for them?
Far enough to put that shit in the contract. You're not wearing these shits, bro. But it is what it is. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Speaking of gloves, matter of fact, before I go into this next topic, final thought on this. Everybody, Jerry, Brem, Bold, Foodie, Puro, and the comment section as well. In summation, everybody go around and give me your in final thoughts on this. Who needs to win the most? Also, who are you more excited about seeing in their performance?
I guess I'll go first since everybody's quiet. I think they both need it. It's the same equal for both of them because neither one can afford to lose it. The fight I'm actually looking forward to the most is the most closest fight.
Sorry to cut you off again.
I'm sorry.
The other part of the question was too, if one of them lose, will you still want to see the fight? If either guy loses. There you go. Final.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. It depends on how they lose, if they lose, to be honest with you. And the fight I'm actually looking forward to the most is Big Roy Miller versus the Bull versus Daniel, because that's the real 50.
We're gonna do a breakdown of the whole card later. I'm just talking about these two guys right now.
Oh, I'm saying I apologize.
No,
they both need to win, though.
Forever breaking down this whole card. That's a whole episode.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, they both need to win, though, in my personal opinion. They both need to win.
Okay, he playing the card. I'm gonna hit you with the drink champ. Since you playing defense, you got to take a shot, Brim. And if you at work, you need to do 10 push-ups. Go ahead, Jerry.
I'm not at work, so I'll take a shot of water.
Take a shot and do the push-ups, nigga. You playing defense. All right, who needs to win the most, Jerry? Who needs to be exciting? Hold on, who needs to be exciting the most? If one of these guys lose, would you still want to see the other one fight? Would you still want to see the fight between the two of them?
Yeah, they both got to win. The cards are set up for them to fight each other next. They both got to win. Neither one can lose. If they do, it fucks up the matchup. It just does. And then the other question was what?
If one of them lose, would you still want to see them fight? Because if one of them lose, chances are they're gonna probably.
Yeah, I'm a boxing fan like you and like the rest of us, so I would watch it, of course. But it goes way, way down if one of them loses. I mean, it's simple. One of them loses in this weekend, the fucking fight becomes almost garbage, really, at that point, especially if one of them get knocked out. because they're being matched against opponents that they're going to be favored to beat. This fight is to set up their fight, so that neither one can lose. And if either one lose, yeah, it almost goes in the garbage pile.
Oh, real quick, I'm sorry. If either one lose, put Nagano in their place.
I ain't mad at that.
Right.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Right.
Shout out to Brent Reaper. You just came up with that? You freestyled that? Or you
I
been
was thinking about that for about the last 2 minutes.
Well, the winner could fight.
Yeah, you seem like a 2-minute brain type nigga, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
The winner could fight Fury Usyk winner. If Joshua wins and Wilder loses, then that makes Joshua right in line for the winner of Usyk Fury, possibly, and vice versa for Wilder. If Joshua loses and Wilder wins, he can maybe make a case to try to fight that winner, even though they both been beat by those guys.
Only thing is they got a rematch clause, so Nagano's going to slide right in. They remember, whoever wins between Fury and Usyk, I think it's a rematch clause. So if one of them two lose, slide Nagano right on in.
Okay. Is the IBF going to do that bullshit? Because if Fury wins...
Yep, they're going to strip him and
they're going to strip him. If Fury wins, your next fight got to be a mandatory. It ain't no rematch for Undisputed.
Then I can pay him enough.
Okay, if you say so. All right, Puro, go ahead. Give me your take. Final thoughts on this Wilder Joshua topic before I go to the next one.
I think the bigger win, the one with more to prove is Wilder, and also I think a pertinent question would to ask was like if they were both to lose, like which one would be more detrimental to each fighter.
Say that last part again.
Like if they were both to lose, like another question, like because you're saying like who needs to win the most, but like if either of them lose, like is their career over or can they rebound? I think it's a good question.
You answer it.
Oh well, in the case of Otto Wallin, he's only lost to Tyson Fury. Otto Wallin's a good fighter, so I could see like like a loss not being a super detrimental to AJ. But in my opinion, what's his name, Parker? He's pretty washed. Like I think it was evident in the fight with Juggernaut that I think his days are behind him. So I think loss to Joseph Parker would probably be a big blow to Deontay.
Hold up, I got to give you some pushback on that. Parker fought 3 times this year and had 3 solid victories, so I think it's equal. You know, even though I'm not a fan of
because he already lost to Joshua and he lost his title to Joshua as well. So people would be looking at that as far as him fighting Joshua. And who he fought 3 times this year, no one knows who the fuck those people are. So.
Yeah, he didn't look that good either.
Even worse.
Fair enough. Go ahead, Foodie. Give me your final thoughts on this one.
I'm not that big. Like I said, I mean, I would want to see them fight, but it just depends on if either one of them lose, even if both of them lose. Depends on how they lose. Do they lose on points or whatever? I think Joshua is easily going to win against. Well, I can't say easily. He's going to win against Otto Wallin. I know Otto Wallin is trying to assert himself, and but I think that Joshua is going to beat him. But I definitely think it would be worse if Wilder loses against Parker, because Joshua, people forget he's like 34 and Joshua's and Wilder's like 38. You know, he'll be 39 this next year, so he definitely has less years ahead of him than he has more years behind him than he does ahead of him as far as boxing goes. He really needs to win in order to stay in people's mind. But yeah, I hope they both win. I would like to see them fight, even though it's not undisputed on the line. So.
Okay, Bo, give me your final thoughts, man, on this topic. Same question.
I think they both need to win to make the fight a lot bigger, to be honest. And even if one of them was to lose, it doesn't matter. They still need to fight each other anyway. I mean, back in the day, win, lose, or draw, fight still was happening amongst the upper echelon of the division. I mean, we seen George Foreman knock out Frazier, right? Because they thought they was going to get that rematch. Muhammad Ali ended up rematching Frazier the second time before he fought George Foreman anyway. The fight still happened. And then had a trilogy on top of that afterwards. So, and that was after the whole George Foreman thing. So the fights just got to happen regardless. I mean, just bragging rights, I don't even care. It's still a big fight at the end of the day.
Fair enough. Champion Hart, welcome home, bro.
Salute, my brother. How you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. What's happening, everybody? I'm on the panel, on the chat.
Salute.
What up,
Go ahead.
All right.
Look, Wilder and Joshua,
right.
as you know, the big fight going down this weekend. They are not fighting each other. But this fight is building up for them to face each other. If either one of these guys lose, would you still want to see the fight? Also, who are you more excited about seeing perform, and who needs to be the most impressive? I know it's a loaded question, but anywhere you feel with that.
I would say that since Wilder's been out of the ring for a couple of years, I would think it'd be more important for him to make a good showing. So I would probably say it's more important for him to win. Joshua, he's that cat he's fighting, man. I think he's only lost to Fury, right? Am I right?
Wallin?
Correct.
Yeah, and he lost
in
the Olympics or whatever. He lost to Joshua.
Right. Okay. Yeah, but he's pretty good. He's a pretty good fighter. So I think there's a greater chance of him losing as opposed to Wilder. But Wilder's got to do a good showing, and I think he will. He still, at the end of the day, he still has that silencer.
Okay, shit. I think that's everybody. Everybody got their take on that one, right?
Wait, have you guys seen the promo for it? I like the promo.
Yeah, that promo is cool.
About the zombie one.
Yeah.
They should have put Champion Hart in the promo. It would have sold even more.
Yeah. What's up,
like
man?
a zombie or something?
No, he's just saying that because he's a
No, that's Bram. That's Bram just messing with me because I'm usually always mess with him. It's all good.
I was like, everybody got beef tonight. Like that, Patricia.
Oh no,
Jerry,
this ain't
right?
no
I'm sitting there watching like, what the hell y'all got going on?
I don't even know. I'm just knowing that shit, man. I'm letting
don't get into it.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna stay out of it. You better leave Patricia alone. She got a wrench. She be on time to says out. Like, you know what? I'm tired. I told you leave me alone. Nigga. 5 minutes. Somebody told me they got this new feature where you can pick how long you time somebody out. You can time a motherfucker out for 24 hours and shit. I ain't like,
yeah,
damn.
you can do it for 30 seconds, 90 seconds.
Oh, really? Yeah. You can change the time?
Yes. Oh, wow.
Yes. Damn,
I don't know how to do it, Marq.
I've been trying to figure it out. In the corner. I'm gonna put your ass in the corner for a minute.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see how do you do it. Let me see.
See, Marq, you over opening up Pandora's box right now.
She ain't gonna do that, man. Like, just let me see.
I wouldn't. I ain't got no wrench on this.
I'm gonna time somebody out in the chat that's on the panel, so they won't be timed out for real. Let me see. I just want to try to experiment with it.
It better not
but
be.
Anyway, let's get
Champion Hart.
Matter of fact, Foodie, I'm gonna time you out real quick. Let me see if I can.
If you time me out, I'm gonna flame you when I come back.
Foodie, you on the panel, you not
Marq. I sent your message.
Okay, boom. So when you click timeout now, it just says timeout duration: 10 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 24 hours. Those are the options. Foodie, I'll give you the 10 minutes. 10 seconds real quick. Let's see. Oh, that shit kind of cold. Because 5 minutes was a long time. Like, timing a nigga out for 5 minutes, I'd be like, fuck your show, nigga. I can find somewhere else. I've been kicked out of better places. But all right, let's get into this next topic because I love this one right here. Jerry, you still with me, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to let you take the lead on this one. Let me play the audio for this video. This is Alicia Baumgardner. As you know, undisputed. And she has some choice words for the GWOAT, Claressa Shields, in regards to the allegations that somebody tampered with her gloves. According to Baumgardner, she was like,
"It never heard of it.
Never heard of it, baby." All right, let's play the clip and we'll react to it.
Not man. Never.
What, get knocked out?
Never.
And this is the thing. And again, I can only speak on what I'm speaking on. This is my opinion. I don't believe somebody took padding out of somebody's gloves. If you are a champion, you're sparring a champion, it's your team's job to make sure the gloves are being checked. As a fighter, I'm asking, what size gloves are you wearing? Okay, I'm looking at your gloves. Everything needs to be in check when you're doing this. And I think, again, is just
right.
It's some stuff is just questionable. I got a lot of questions.
Gotcha.
I got a lot of questions.
So, I mean, from your perspective, is that bad? Is that good? Like, because it was shocking, right? So you watch that video, you see her take a really hard shot, go down. Obviously, you're a boxer, you're a fighter. That's what you do. You take shots, you give shots. But from a man to a woman, I think that's where people feel a little.
So this is what I think.
Please, yeah.
These two both agree to spar each other. So that's one thing. Both parties agree. Clarissa's sparring a man at the end of the day. As much as she talks about, I want to fight a man, I'm going to beat a man up, you still have to respect a man and his man's power, period. I don't care. And because you are in the ring with a man and they may be a little better than you, it just looked like Claressa got caught and got dropped. That's it. And I don't think there was any vicious intent behind it. These two were just sparring. Claressa got caught. She got back up. And again, Claressa's going to feel some type of way and say, hey, them gloves, the padding was out of them. Maybe she was embarrassed. And maybe that's why she said what she said. But them two agree to spar.
You know, we could fight kind of thing.
Listen, I would fight Claressa Shields at 147. If she's calling out MMA girls at 147, me and her can fight at 147.
And there you have it. All right. So let's react. Jerry, did you hear that?
Yes.
All right, go for it. Your initial thought.
Yeah, I mean, she said the same thing that I'm saying. I mean, look, it is what it is, man. Shields is butthurt that footage got released. One of the ways she promotes herself, at least to a degree, is to talk about sparring men and this and that with men, and even to go as far as to say, Rolly, when I see you put your dukes up, because I'm going to punch you right in your face. She's turned me off real bad to her, man, real bad with what she's been doing lately. She's butthurt because she got dropped. She wasn't bragging before that yeah, I sparred with a Russian man, and he even had his gloves stripped, and I still whooped his ass. No, she didn't say that. She's saying it after the fact. Now she's making those accusations after the fact, and Baumgardner thinking just like I'm thinking. You got a fighter like Claressa Shields. You ain't just going to let somebody come in there and spar with her ragtag and not even look at their gloves. If you do, you got a very unprofessional camp around you. You ain't just going to let somebody just come in and just pull some gloves out of a bag and get in there with your prize fighter. That's crazy talk.
According to Claressa, that's what happened,
that.
though. I don't mean to cut you off, but according to her, she was she said, now I check everybody's gloves. She made a big scene. And according to, hold on, let me tell you. I don't know if you missed this episode. I had Brian Norman Sr. up here. And we played the whole IG live because he said what you said. And we agree. And I was able to find the clip where she talked about what she said during the time, but also the guy who's the trainer for the opponent said she protested that day as well. So she did protest that day and was like, yo, let me see them gloves. I'm blah, blah, blah. So she protested that same day. That's not true.
Well, if she protested and she's paying the sparring partner,
I'm just telling you,
she would have got her way. She would have got her way, and he wouldn't have been able to use them.
No. This is no, Jerry. After the fact, she was like, "Yo, this shit was wild." She was like, "I never been dropped before." So during that same day, like she didn't just come up with this. All I'm trying to say is this, and I'm not defending or I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. Right? I have no dog in this fight. I'm just hosting and moderating on this one. I'm just letting you know. The day of the sparring, she was sitting on the sideline while he's sparring the other guy. And she was like, shit ain't right. And then she was like, even that other guy was like, yo, man, what's up? You only hitting like this 2 days ago, basically. But according to his trainer, we won't hit like this before because we was just in there trying to work on some things, and you was trying to do too much. So now we're gonna, he was like, yo, she hit me kind of crazy. Yo, I thought we was in working on shit. They was like, we'll hit her back. And that's what the guy did.
I'll just end with this.
I didn't mean to cut you off like crazy, though. I was just letting you know she did protest in real time.
I get it. But did she protest before they sparred? Did she say, let me see them gloves?
No.
So it was after she got dropped that she said something must not have been right.
Yes, and she said ever since then, she does what you guys are talking about. I check gloves now. Let me see the gloves. Let me feel the glove before we do anything.
Right.
So I just wanted to be fair.
Okay, well, I'm different than you. I'm just commenting. But what I see, it's all after the fact stuff. It's all after this footage got released that now she's saying the stuff. Even the protesting of the gloves that day came after the fact, after she got dropped. And still, I don't even know if I can believe that they didn't check the gloves, because you got to have a really unprofessional corner to just let somebody walk in, pull out their own gloves, and get the whacking on your prize fighter.
Well, it was a See, I don't know if you seen any of the backstory on this, Jerry, because the guy who was the trainer, the other John David Jackson, was his mentor. So that's why he was saying, why would I do that to John David Jackson's fighter? That's my mentor. You get what I'm saying? And we're not, and John David Jackson as the mentor is not checking the younger, like, yo, you my homie, I'm bringing you up. I'm just saying, like, maybe I get where you coming from, because it sounds malicious, but then again, like, it's a man versus a woman. I'm your mentor or whatever, you my mentee or whatever. People just, I'm just saying.
All right.
I sat in on some. I didn't see the niggas check, bro. I've sat in on Brian Norman sparring. I didn't see his dad go over there and check no niggas' gloves before they were sparring, and I saw him spar. You get what I'm saying?
I've been to local gyms and seen guys checking gloves for unsanctioned amateur sparring. Checking the gloves is something that's easy and quick to do. Yeah. And if you got any kind of camp, they're going to do that. They're not just going to let someone stroll in and start whacking on their fighters. Well, I know you're telling me, and I'm telling you, I've seen just the opposite. Especially with fighters nowhere close to what Shields is, but regardless of all that.
Yeah, but you do that with strangers, Jerry, in competition, not like you my friend, you my homie, like you helping me get ready. Why are you doing this to me? You get what I'm saying?
I think if you got a pro camp, you do. But nonetheless, she's butthurt, and in the wake of that butthurt, she's talking reckless about punching male fighters in the face on the street and everything. She's embarrassed and she's butthurt, and that's all I think.
Fair enough. Pass the mic.
He said punching strangers on the street. I ain't heard say that.
Oh no. She talked about punching Rolly. You ain't hear what she said?
Oh, not Rolly. I thought he said punching strangers on the street.
No, not strangers, Rolly.
Oh well. Well, my introduction to Claressa Shields. My introduction to Claressa Shields was like during the pandemic. I didn't watch her in the Olympics. I didn't know. I had heard her name, but I wasn't really familiar with her or what division she was in at the time. But she was talking about fighting men, and I just don't like that conversation because it opens up all of the toxic people. Because I've never heard any women saying that they would say, "Yeah, I believe that Claressa Shields could beat a man," but I've heard a lot of men saying, "Oh yeah, well she want to fight a man then." And to me, that just kind of that's very telling, because there are a lot of men who would like the excuse to beat up a woman. You shouldn't bring into that. Just stay away from that conversation with men fighting women. I just think that there are weight divisions and gender divisions for a reason. But as far as, are we talking about like Alicia fighting at 147? Isn't Claressa at 160?
She said she'll fight at 147.
Yeah, I don't think that would be.
The weight classes are a bit different for the women.
How?
I believe Claressa's a super middleweight, but
she got to come
not 168 pounds as a woman.
Right, but how is weight different?
Let me pull up Claressa Shields.
Like 160 or 168 or something like that. And
she was 147 about 4 years ago.
Yeah, so how's it different?
That's a lot of ribs.
And then she went down.
Ooh, last fight was at 159. Then she 159 and a half, 159. I'm looking at what she weighed in at 159, 153, 153. Claressa Shields hasn't fought around. She ain't never fought that low at 147.
She never. I thought she had a title at 147 one time.
No, she had one at
168. No, Lord. She ain't never fought that low.
Oh, 168, 160, and 154 is the three type. Okay, gotcha.
So, Pudo, again, how is it different between women when they fight at different weight divisions?
So the cruiserweight and heavyweights, the weight varies. So Claressa, middleweight, super middleweight, and junior welterweight, they're all the same like the men. But if you go to like the lower like weight classes, like the flyweights and stuff like that, it's not the same as the men. That's why
what I'm saying is that if someone is used to fighting at 160 and another person is like at 130, 135, what would be the difference if they were to meet at 147? Like one would definitely obviously have a weight advantage, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so there we go. Moving on.
Go. Well, all right. Well, go ahead, Bo. What you got on this? What you think?
I look at it two ways. Like I can see.
Bold.
Can you hear me?
The bold professor. All right, we'll come back to him.
Yo, you hear me?
Champion.
I hear you, Bo.
Mark, we can hear
I hear
him.
Bo.
Hey,
We
can you hear me, brother?
I can't.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Mark.
We can hear him though.
We can hear you, Bo.
him. Yeah.
Y'all can hear Bo Professor. I can't hear him though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you
Yeah,
probably
we
got
can hear
it
Bo.
muted or something.
You got.
But I can't. Hey, but well, I need to hear him. I'm hosting. Shit.
Cool.
Out and being
Can
back.
you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Maybe he
I can
told
hear
you out,
now.
Mark.
He said, "Can you hear me now?" I can hear you now. Go ahead, Bo.
Yeah, so I could see Alicia Baumgardner's point about Claressa saying she wanted to fight Psych Boy at 147. So if you was going to fight an MMA fighter at 147, she said, "I'll meet you at 147." I think it will probably be a good fight, but you know, at the end of the day, I look at it like this. I'm gonna sound a little bit political. I think when it comes to sisters trying to promote themselves, because I don't really think personally that Claressa Shields really want to fight a guy. I just think she's doing that to promote herself. But I think when it comes to sisters, it's almost like they got to work extra hard to get a fan base. You know, whereas though you could have like a Katie Taylor could just sit there and just be like all innocent and just have a huge fan base. You know, you could have Amanda Serrano could be all innocent, have a huge fan base. But when it comes to somebody like Claressa, they already shit on her for one because she's a sister and she's dark skinned, and then they tagged her with the angry black woman syndrome. I seen somebody put a voodoo doll up there with a knife saying that's Claressa Shields or whatnot, just because you know that whole situation with the sparring and stuff.
Wow.
At the end of the day, it's like men are naturally stronger than women. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody would even heard about this spawn if Claressa Shields wasn't talking. Because she was talking, because she's trying to, you know what I'm saying, doing the best she can to stay in as far as trying to promote herself, the shit backfired and the dude leaked the video and everybody saw it. And now everybody's killing Claressa Shields over that, celebrating that a sister got dropped by a dude. Like, come on, I mean, that shit doesn't even like make sense to me. That's why I'm like, you know, she's talking.
Yeah, for them dudes up in the boxing ring too. You get what I'm saying, low key.
Exactly. That's the thing is like, even though
I got the quote whooping a bunch of these niggas in the chat ass right now. But
I'm
let's
just
go ahead.
saying,
Hold on.
like,
Let me
you
finish.
forget-
Let me finish though.
I'm not with women fighting men, but she is a highly skilled boxer, and a lot of
She's
men
the most
nowadays
decorated
can't
boxer
even fucking
ever,
fight
male
no
or
more.
female.
Yeah,
Male
A lot
or
of-
female, most decorated boxer ever. Like
4-belt era only. Stop it.
that counts. That's even harder. It's more belts to get.
She's a trained fighter. She's got registered gloves, just like registered hands, like all the rest of the men. And there's a lot of men and women who can't fight. Period. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. They can't fight, and she would beat all of them. But
Hey,
I
Brent,
don't
Brent
think.
said 4-belt era. Stop it. Hey, Brent, gold medal's been around for a long time. In the 2-belt era and the 4-belt era and the 1-belt.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Two of
But
them.
Bo, let me let Bo finish cooking because Bo's on one right now. He's spitting
Two
facts.
of those.
Yeah,
Three-time
I agree with Bo.
You got two of those, and it's a 3-time undisputed. Name somebody did that in the 2-belt era.
But the thing is, though, here's the dynamic about this, though, man.
Any era, nobody.
No, but you gotta hear me out, though. There's a dynamic to this that we or not actually. It's easier to do it because there's less people in those weight classes for the women. The pool is very, very, very slim there. That's why she had a lot of vacant belts that she won. I'm not trying to take away from it because it's a phenomenal accomplishment, but that's just the truth of the matter, unfortunately. And that's what kind of hurts a little bit in regards to that too. You know, because a lot it's at 130, at 120, at 122. The pool is just phenomenal, but when you get up to those weight classes there for the ladies, it's just so it's not hardly the amount of fights.
That's not.
It's not enough fighters.
And that's not fair because it's other women there right now that still ain't did it and they ain't did it.
Yeah, that's why she gets credit for it. But we just, I mean, but the pool is a much smaller pool, bro. Like when you won the NFL championship with 6 teams, it was, you know, it's just less teams.
No,
now 32.
Not the same thing. Totally different. Because we're talking about Olympic gold medals as well. 2 of them, bro.
Listen, listen. What she's accomplished is phenomenal. But at the end of the day, when we're talking about the divisions, there's only like 30 registered fighters in one of the weight classes. It's just a small pickings. It's not her. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. But it's an unfortunate truth.
She got to fight all 30 of them.
No,
you're not listening.
Brim, even in men's boxing, they pick and choose who they want to fight. People cherry pick and all that kind of shit. So you can't say that.
I'm not talking about cherry picking. Y'all not listening to me. Y'all obviously are not listening to me.
There's really no difference. It's not all the men who
It's
win
a
all the belts.
gigantic difference. It is not that many people. There's not a lot of women in the division. It's just when you go to the lower weight class, it's just a bigger pool, a whole lot of talent, and a lot of fighters. There is just so little.
Clear out a division in order to make yourself.
We're not talking about clearing out the division, though, Foodie. I'm just saying that the pool is so small. The pool is small. There's not going to be a lot of. It's not a lot of great fighters there.
What's
It's
the
not a big
relevance
pool.
of the pool is what I'm trying to find out. What does it matter how many people are in the division?
Because the opportunities to have great fights for yourself.
There are a lot of people who are in deep divisions who don't fight everybody in the division.
Yeah, but that's not the point that I'm making. She just doesn't have as many opportunities to have as many great fights because the pool is so small. That's all I'm saying, guys. This is not Clarissa's fault, but it's just the unfortunate fact of the matter.
Brim, you led with for Bel Era, though. Stop it, Mark. That's what you led with, and then we ended with, "It's not her fault. Is the pool is small."
It's not, but it's just an unfortunate fact.
Well, Brim, you know what you always talked to me about? You was like everything you talking about, even in men's boxing. You say it's the same problem there, right? You was
Wait, say that again.
In men's boxing, when we talk about men fighting and boxing, you always say, "Hey, look, Inoue gets discounted because he's at a lighter weight, smaller pool, and plus people don't follow those."
It's not a smaller pool in the lightweights. It's just Americans don't pay attention to the lower weights.
Okay,
it's not a smaller pool.
All right.
It's just Americans don't pay attention to the lower weight classes like that. But only just to divert because I didn't want to.
Hey, look, some people argue our heavyweight division isn't that deep. Some divisions are deep divisions, bro.
I mean, worldwide,
Or not
exactly.
that deep. Even right now, this guy's at 160. It's a lot of people there, but it's not a lot of people that
great fighters. Yeah, that's
right.
That's the worst division of all the divisions for the men. Yes.
Right now, who checking for the cruiserweight division?
175. Yeah.
I'm checking for Batat.
Light heavyweight, we checking for that, Foodie. 175.
I ain't heard much going on
there.
Barbiev got all the knockouts, and every fight is a knockout. What he like 18-0, 18 knockouts?
19-0 and 19 knockouts.
But he can't get nobody to fight him. He's like 40 years old. Yeah.
No, he got people to fight him. He's about to fight. He's fighting in January. He had an injury. That's why he's fighting Smith.
Is he fighting Bivol?
No, that's supposed to be next.
Come on,
he's fighting Smith, who's a solid fighter. That's Foodie. You just because you don't know about him. That's a great fight, though.
Brim, we getting off track, bro. The whole point is she is the most accomplished boxer ever, male or female.
Yes,
that's it. It's no debating. That's a fact.
I didn't debate. That's not the point that I wasn't debating that at all. You just didn't like what I was saying, and I understand that.
I was just to say for Bel Era, Mark, stop it. So I felt like that needed some attention to address it, right? You said for Bel Era, Mark, stop it.
Yeah, I'll take that L for saying that. I'll take that L for saying that. Now, in regard to Alicia and Shields,
it's not your first, and it won't be your last.
It sure won't. Shields will definitely beat Alicia at 147. She's going to be too big, too strong for us. Alicia is a tough cookie. She'll put up a good fight, but Shields is too skilled and it will be too big. So both of them are very skilled, but Shields is a bigger fighter. Shields will win that fight hands down. The whole thing, I don't like how she did Rolly though, because Rolly did, and I hate to defend Rolly because Rolly's a goofy. But Rolly didn't do anything wrong, and she came at Rolly crazy, and he didn't say nothing foul to her.
Oh, I
It
don't
didn't
know.
make
Rolly's
sense to
talking
me.
a whole lot of shit, but I haven't heard.
He didn't talk no shit. He said I knocked him out for you, basically. Like, I'm glad I got a chance to knock him out with his punk behind. And she came at him crazy.
Stop. Let me interject, Foodie. And the only reason we know that is because she told us. He sent her a DM. So we wouldn't even know that. He didn't tweet that out or Instagram that or do a video. He sent her that. And he sent her that based, and this is all according to her.
Wait, hold on. What did he say? What did Rolly send her?
He said, yo, I knocked that dude out for you and you be hating on me. He DM'd her. And she put that out in her IG live. She was like, and Rollies. She called him Rollies.
Yeah,
like,
I saw that part. Yeah.
Like, and Rollies. I love when niggas say niggas name wrong. Like when you talking shit and like you say they name wrong. Like, I don't even know what the fuck you are, dog.
Yeah, like that nigga was calling Glad TV.
Yeah, he kept calling him Glad. Yeah, so she hit him with the what's his name, country black shit. She was like, in Rollies.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like Rollies, and basically she told us the story. So that's the only reason we even know about it. Rolly didn't do it publicly. So
but he seemed like he was kind of trying to flirt with her. I don't know why she get mad at him.
I thought that too. And he was like, yo, I knocked him out. And also she revealed in the IG live, she reached out to Rolly first after Rolly knocked him out. She was like, I'm glad you knocked him out. He's a motherfucking cheater. So she already has a history, to go back to what Jerry was saying earlier.
So she seemed like she was just jumping on the everybody hates Rolly bandwagon, even though he was kind of trying to show her some love. Yeah, that's kind of whack. I ain't gonna lie. Like, she be doing some shit that I really don't like the way she move, but it doesn't take away from the fighter she is. I can separate how I see someone versus the skill level they have in the fight or the opponent that's in front of them. But I don't think that Baumgardner I don't think they should fight. I think that would be kind of goofy. I think
Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let me get Champion Heart in here because you've been quiet for a minute. I want him to go to sleep.
Man, I agree with what Bo was saying, that the way that, she has to put herself out there like that, and it comes across to a lot of people. A lot of people take it wrong, but the way that she has to promote herself, is just what she has to do. Now, I don't like the I can be the man type thing, but at the same time, where's all, people are hating on her for that, but where was all this energy when what's the old girl from the UFC was talking about she could whoop Floyd? Everybody was cheering her on.
Oh, well,
yeah,
well played,
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, exactly, Ronda Rousey. You know what I'm saying? So, like Bo, like Bo was saying.
Exposed, so.
Yeah, she did.
I didn't even know that.
Everybody on her.
She did, but everybody was cheering on when she was talking that I can be the man garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Exposed by a woman, not even no man. So
yeah. But the thing is that most
media, mainstream.
Yeah, exactly. And right. The thing is, like Bo was saying, although people don't understand how Claressa come up, she's had tough upbringing, and she probably did beat some guys up, growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like Foodie was saying, she is a trained fighter, but at the same time, you got to understand that men are stronger in their upper extremities, and women are stronger in their lower extremities.
I've said that before. No one would disagree that. I've said the only way it would be fair is maybe possibly MMA, where you get to use your whole body. But otherwise, it's not going to. No woman is likely to punch out a man.
Exactly. And Lisa Bell, she said this in the chat. I don't know if you guys remember when Lucinda Riker fought this dude, and the cat that she fought, he was no type of heavy hitter type cat, you know what I'm saying? And she was looking good until he hit her, and it was over. Even when I was fighting and fighting at 147, we had girls in our gym, and when we would spar them, coach would always say, hey, you know what I'm saying? If she hits you a little hard, do not retaliate. You know what I'm saying? Even at the size I am. So it's just you, like Baumgardner said, you have to respect, the man's strength, like she was saying.
I got a quick question for you about that.
Yeah,
now,
go ahead.
Was that something he would tell you to the side, or was this something he would say like it was known to everybody? Like, even if she hit you hard, bro, don't retaliate. Like, was he yelling that from the corner, or is it like, nah, it was just something we all knew? It was an unspoken thing.
Yeah, I mean, when he's gloving you up, whenever somebody whenever a guy was getting gloved up and putting on the headgear to spar a girl, if she was getting ready for a fight, that's something that he would say. It became to where, like you said, where everybody knew not to do that, but he said it enough to where everyone knew not to do that when we were sparring girls.
It's like, yeah, she gonna hit you. She's supposed to be able to hit you as hard as she can. Because you're gonna smaller. You're supposed to be able to take it and not retaliate.
Exactly. Now is now can as a trained fighter, can a woman beat a man? Possibly. I mean, there are women who are martial artists that they won't stand toe to toe, but they'll do certain things that would give them advantage, like attack pressure points, kick to the groins, things of that sort.
Right, it's skill. It's skill.
Right. But to stand toe to toe, they're not gonna win.
You look like I didn't mean to cut you off, but if you sit there, you look at a woman, she's like, I hate you. She's sitting there punching you with everything she got or whatever. And the man is just kind of, all he got to do is take a half step back and restrain her, and you basically got her control.
Foodie, don't share your abuse story.
Right.
Me?
Wow.
I don't be fighting. I don't have to use my hands to defeat people.
Yeah.
I hate you so much right now.
No, you see that shit in fucking movies and all that kind of shit. Motherfuckers be throwing all kind of wild punches and windmilling and shit.
Right.
Don't even get a fucking scratch on his face.
On some real shit, you don't know. My boy Champion Hart is a champion kickboxer, man. You like you can look him up, man. This motherfucker's a beast. Eric Bam, man. This motherfucker's a beast, man. Check out my guy Champion Hart. If nothing else, go check out his channel, Cooking with the Champ, and his intro. You can see some footage of him whooping some ass, and he had a Sean Porter type style with the hands, but that ran roundhouse and. This motherfucker got some kicks for your ass, man.
Listen, I always tease my sons. I'm like, you better not do that shit. I said, listen, if you
I want to ask y'all a quick question.
Yeah.
Do y'all think Claressa was trying to emasculate Keith Thurman though?
Yeah. I don't know. I think she's trying
to emasculate every man.
I think she's trying to promote herself, like you said, because Keith Thurman, even though he may not be against men, there are a lot of men that might not be able to beat him. I think that she knows better than to get into the ring with a motherfucking Keith Thurman. I think she was poking fun at him just like with Rolly. They're the joke of the division.
Didn't he start with her though?
Rolly or Keith Thurman? I haven't listened to Keith Thurman or anything he had to say in 5 years.
He responded to something she said. She took umbrage with it, and she been on his head since.
I don't know.
Same thing with Rolly,
I think that was the whole thing was a non-motherfucker.
That Rolly shit, I think she could have kept that private though. It was private.
No one cares about Keith Thurman or Rolly right now, so who cares? I think she's just picking on the people who don't have as much attention on them as she does right now. They're easy pickings.
Why not call out somebody who's popular?
As far as men though,
it's all about if it's men, you try if you clout chasing, right?
Well, no, she ain't about to say, Terence Bud Crawford, I'm about to beat you, or she ain't gonna say no shit like that. That sounds it's unlikely. But some people might in their mind think, maybe they could fight, and maybe but for a top person, she ain't gonna call out no top people.
For sure. Go ahead, Jared.
On that Triple G.
Go ahead, Jared.
I've heard she talk about Triple G when he was real popular. She would say she was talking about him with a straight face. She uses it to promote herself. She ain't the first one. Riker talked about fighting men. Christy Martin talked about she beat up men in bars and stuff. And I don't think there's any argument amongst any of us that, yes, some women can whip men. No question about that. But she's talking about whipping professional male fighters. Everybody calls Rolly a clown, but Rolly Romero would knock her in the next week. Keith Thurman would.
He got that retarded strength,
yeah. I don't even want to talk about. So when she talks about fighting and beating men, well, what men? When you start telling people you're going to punch them in the face when you see them on the street that are high-level pro fighters, male fighters, now you're going a step too far. And for one, when I see her doing it, she looks to me like she believes in that. It's beyond, like, I'm saying it to promote and try to get attention. I could be wrong about that, but she really looks like her cockiness of being the best female fighter is transcending. That's not good enough for her anymore, and her arrogance is telling her she can do these things to high-level pro male fighters.
I think maybe it's frustration.
Am I wrong? Am I a sadist or something? Am I weird? Because I was like, well, fuck it. Hey, look. You ever seen somebody who just so good? You ever seen kids that act up in class sometimes because they so smart? They're just so smart that now they get bored. Maybe she gets bored sometimes with boxing.
Yeah, I think she's frustrated and bored.
Like,
but at the same
Marq,
time,
that's what ADD is.
Yeah, it's all like she got a boxing version of it. But I'm just so bored. I'm beating these girls. I just keep she don't reach the highest of the highest of the highest over and over.
She need to go find something to do.
Look,
she need to start a business.
That's what she did. Hold up, Foodie. That's what she did. She switched to MMA at the height of her career.
She need to do something else.
But she doing what she
be a trainer or some shit. Like
nah. She too competitive. She bet on her.
I mean, it's not smart to walk into situations that you're at a huge disadvantage of because you're bored.
But my whole point is that's my opinion, though. That's my opinion. I think she really believes in herself. She does, and she's not talking about I'm gonna beat these dudes up in a street fight all the time. Other than that Rolly shit, that was the first time I heard that. Rolly, when I see you, you better put your dukes up, cause I'm gonna punch you in your motherfucking shit. I'm like, yo.
I feel like she's dancing into the realm of men who feel like they're women and they can fight women.
I think she's delusional, straight delusion.
When did Keith Thurman say he can fight women?
I ain't never heard him say that.
Exactly.
I think that you could just bite off way more than you can chew, and it's to the person who's of the higher intelligence to say, no, that's not smart. I hear what you're saying, but I'm not going to put you in that position because you're clearly bored or delusional, or you off your meds, or I don't know what it is. But we ain't gonna do that. We ain't doing that.
All right, go ahead. Final thoughts on this one, cause I gotta wrap it up. I gotta go to this next one. This next one is a wild one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Furo. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. I just hadn't given my take yet. Yeah, I'm not huge on women's boxing, but I would want to see the fight. I think Alicia's has the best skills in the women's sport, along with what's her name, Serrano. I just don't really like women's boxing because they frustrate me sometimes because they don't use that skill set. But yeah, I think Alicia could beat Claressa. I want to see happen.
My final thoughts, man, is that I really don't see Claressa being able to make that 147, man. She's a big girl. She's never fought that small before. I mean, I just don't see her being able to make that 147, so I don't know. That may have to come to another weight agreement, but I don't see her being able to make, 147.
154 is the weight. That's the one they should make it at.
Yeah, that would be a good weight.
Yeah, and then Claressa, like 3 fights ago, she was fighting at that weight anyway. So.
Okay, real quick, I see my boy Dub here. Go ahead, Dub. Give me your final thought on this before I go to my next topic, bro. Claressa Shields, Baumgardner, going back and forth. Baumgardner saying basically she does not believe the glove gate thing that Claressa Shields is talking about.
I would love to see that fight. I think that's a dangerous fight. You know what I'm saying? I got Claressa Shields beating the shit out of Alicia Baumgardner, but because of the weight that Claressa Shields would have to drop to make 147, but also you got to look at when you got to drop the weight versus coming up in weight. Normally you're going to be the stronger fighter, so I don't know how the fight happened. I'm gonna pick Alicia Baumgardner. She got some great pictures as well, and so I don't know. I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if I can say that. So,
Yeah, she
but
is
she
fine.
does.
She is fine.
She fine than a motherfucker. Hey, off of the fineness, I'm picking.
Listen, keep it honest. That nigga said, "Y'all know who I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with the prettier girl. I think this girl is prettier. I like her pictures. So I'm picking her."
I want to see the weigh-in, Mark Nash. I want to see the weigh-in. I want to see the weigh-in, Mark Nash.
You're a damn fool.
The gloves was bullshit, by the way. That's all.
Say what? What you say?
I was just saying the gloves. Yeah, I agree with Alicia. They're that's bullshit, bro. I mean, like at the end of the day, it's been a long time since I sparred, but the only time you ever spar, the only guy that checks your gloves is yourself. You know, especially depending on the gym you're at. Some of these gyms you spar with really old gloves, so you check them to make sure you don't hurt your hands. You know.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's jump into this next one, man. Y'all heard about this shit right here? Y'all know this dude? Y'all know this girl? Y'all heard of this? Anybody?
Yes, I had. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
No, never
heard of it.
Some people have never heard of it. This is NBA player. He's in the G League, played for the Sacramento Kings. He's a former player now. Him and his girlfriend have been arrested in connection to a missing woman who was found in the desert. For more on this story, let's go to ABC 7 News. Matter of fact, I think I got a better one right here. Let's go to KTNV, which is some crazy times in Nevada. Like, damn, man, this shit is crazy. Let's play this clip. Right here, boom.
Thanks for joining us this Sunday live at 6. I'm Paulina Bootscott. Tonight, disturbing news.
Okay. Paulina Bootscott.
Details in the disappearance of a 23-year-old woman who went missing in Las Vegas on December 7th. Our Isabella Martin is live at Metro right now with new details on what police say happened to her. Isabella.
All right. Well, listen to this shit, yo. It's about a minute, but listen to it.
Paulina, now almost 2 weeks since Marina Rogers first went missing, Metro has provided an update saying they found her body and they believe to know who's responsible in her death. Metro detectives say Rogers was visiting Las Vegas from Washington. She was out with friends on December 5th when police say she was set to meet up with 19-year-old Sakari Herndon and her boyfriend, 27-year-old Chance Comanche. That was the last time she was seen. More than a week later, both Herndon and Comanche have been arrested, linked to Rogers' kidnapping and disappearance. Police say their investigation led them to a desert area in Henderson, where the coroner confirms they found Rogers' remains. Herndon was arrested here in Vegas, and Comanche is under arrest in California, where he plays basketball for the G League team, the Stockton Kings. We requested a statement from the team who said, quote, "The Stockton Kings have released Chance Comanche. We have no further comment on this matter."
That nigga we ain't fucking with this nigga. That's all that is. We have released him. We have no more comments. We don't fuck with him. Wow. I got one more clip I want to play from this, but y'all see where we going with it. Let me see. Let me cue this one up. This one is a lot shorter. Let me play this one. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's a shorter version of the story. Let's hear it. Let's hear this one.
Out of Nevada, involving a former NBA G League player, their NBA minor league, 27-year-old Chance Comanche from LA and his girlfriend, Sakari Herndon, are under arrest for the alleged murder of a woman. Police say Marina Rogers was reported missing December 7th. She met up with both of these people, both suspects, a few days before and has not been seen since. Comanche and Herndon were later arrested on suspicion of foul play and their role in Rogers' disappearance. Police then later discovered the human remains of a victim in a desert near Henderson outside Las Vegas. The two now being charged with kidnapping and murder. Comanche was released by the Stockton Kings after this incident.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more.
Hello, I'm Mark Nash. All right, man, let's talk about it, baby. This nigga don't trick himself off the streets, man, behind some hoes, man. I'm sorry, man. Oh, I'm about to cook this nigga. Who want to go first?
What the fuck is going on in Henderson, Nevada? My mama lived there, and they got
Hide
a lot
your
of.
wife, hide your mom, hide your kids.
It's a nice area. I've been out there. I feel safe in Henderson. It's a little nice little suburban area, but they got motherfucking.
That's what you gotta watch out for. Them niggas be watching too many
Yeah,
movies.
they got
You
Keefy
don't
D
get away
out
with
there
this
and shit. Niggas go out there to hide their shit, and I haven't seen that many desert areas. But I was in and out listening. Like, wait, what did they do to the girl? Like, what, they killed her, or they found her body out there?
They found her body in the desert, Foodie. Well, you ain't hear this shit. I played 2 different news clips.
I heard a little bit.
They don't kidnap the chick, kidnapped her,
killed her,
and dumped her body in the desert.
But they don't. There's no motive yet. They just know that they're the ones who did it.
That's her girlfriend now. Chances are, yeah, right. They ain't got no motive. They got enough evidence, probably. Foodie. Them dumb motherfuckers probably had their phones with them.
Yeah, like motherfuckers do not understand.
I got you under suspicion. Let me just see where your phone was at, and when was your phone in this place that it don't
God.
Yet?
If it was even if it was nowhere near where they dumped it, yeah. Okay.
Right. You don't dump their body out there, and you had your phone with you
within 30-mile radius. Yeah.
Your phone, right? That phone gonna bing off something. Let's just send the cadaver dogs out here in the desert, or it's the fucking desert. Just look at the buzzards over there. What are they eating?
That just lets you, yeah. And then people be walking trails and shit, or their dogs be out there. They be signifying them, and then they know. They just get on their phone and call. Boom, something's going on over here, and the cops get out there and they find a fucking body all the time. Like you said, the buzzards, they be letting them know. And the nature will let you know for sure. But
especially in the desert, man.
Yeah, it happens all the time. And this is not a new story. Like, we've been hearing about this kind of shit. If you ever watch, like me, Snapped and all this other kind of shit, motherfuckers be luring people out and dating them, and the next thing you know, the family be like, hey, my family member went out there to visit such and such. They met online, and then they never came back home. And then the buzzards start circling, and then next thing you know, there's a body, and then it's the stupidest thing you could fucking do. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he probably was fucking around with both of them girls. It's gonna come out he was fucking with both of them girls, and she on some, it's me or her. You got to kill the
yeah. That happened with Colorado.
Or even worse, it comes out that she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
They probably would have said that. They would say that. They always say that.
Or it might not have been released yet. They might be like, hey, these are details that's for the case.
Well, they kind of released that kind of information to make it even worse, to tell the story even worse.
They just got arrested. They ain't even did no press conference for this shit yet.
I don't know, because the body it'll show when a baby is expelled from a human body.
They just found her and just arrested them. This shit just happening.
No, what I'm saying is, like, it right away if there was a baby in someone's body.
No, not if it's real tiny. The baby started tiny.
No, there'll be blood from the vagina.
No.
A human body will always try to expel itself.
Foodie, how long was she missing? How long the blood been dried up? She been missing for days.
They know that right away, though, Mark. These are forensic scientists that find these bodies.
Foodie, they ain't did no science on it yet. They just found her and just arrested them. This shit just happened.
Yeah, they've done science on it. You will see that.
Hey, look, they're gonna have to do a DNA on her blood, like to see like the
there are plenty of forensic nurses. They don't even need to do that. They don't need to do that. Like you said, well, okay, yeah, if she's 6 months pregnant, yeah, you're right. They wouldn't. They would have to do a pregnancy test. You're right. If she just got pregnant yesterday, yeah, they would have to do that.
Not 6 months, Foodie.
I said 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you're gonna have even when they just test her blood. Like the woman, you're gonna have certain levels higher than certain things that's gonna indicate you were pregnant because your body produces more of it.
Human chorionic gonadotropin.
Yeah, let's pass it around though. Let's pass it around. Yeah. Go ahead, Bo. What you think of this case?
I mean, I think y'all touched all the points because I was thinking like maybe she was pregnant or some shit, or that it's just a classic case of another. Person supposed to have a promising future, just throwing his life away over whatever it is. I mean, they teach you this stuff coming out of the NBA, to have one woman and stop running around like that. And unfortunately, in this case, I'm assuming if the girl that he killed is probably somebody he knows, this dude was just fooling around too much, and he tried to get out of a situation, and unfortunately he chose the wrong path to do it. So now his ass is, is locked up along with his girlfriend and whatnot. So at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, I hate to see somebody get murdered or whatever, but these people gonna have to pay if they did it. But that's all I got for now.
All right, go ahead, Champion Heart.
Yeah, man. I lived in Vegas for about 7 years, man. So, there were always news reports about bodies, being found in the desert. But Vegas is so built up now, they're having to go further out. And Henderson is what you would consider like a suburban area almost. But you
can
just
still see the downtown from Henderson.
Yeah. I was about to say that. It sits at a higher elevation. Depending on how your house is positioned, you can actually walk out of your front door and look down on Las Vegas. It just sits at a higher elevation. But that's a shame, man. And this reminds me of another like Rick Roof type of situation.
Right.
This cat throwing his life away, what I'm saying, behind a female, man. It's crazy. But that may be the case, man. She may have been pregnant. But we'll find out.
Crazy. Go ahead,
girl
Jared.
was only 19 too. Damn, she got a lot of power over that dude.
What's up, Jared?
Yeah, I got plenty to say on the next topic, but nothing on this one, Mark. I just don't know enough about it.
Cool. Let's keep it moving. Go ahead, Doug, unbiased, and we can move on.
Well, the thing is this. It goes back into these individuals coming into what they think is stardom, right? Being in the D League, those type of things. When you have these opportunities, right, you got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined when you have the opportunity, and these brothers gonna have the opportunities. At the end of the day, for you to go and do what is alleged that happened, I don't know what that happened. I don't know, so I'm just gonna say what's alleged that happened. You got to be smarter than that, bro. Because when you go through this situation, you really compromise everything you done work from or work for from a young age. You done compromise all of that with this type of situation. So I would just say that overall, man, y'all young brothers, man, look out, be very mindful of what's going on around you, what you're doing, the situations you're putting yourself in, because it seemed like, and once again, I don't know the entire situation, so it seemed like the brother put himself in a very bad situation, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, you definitely understating that. Bad situation is shit. I left my wallet at home. Damn.
Exactly. You don't just stumble
my phone.
You don't just stumble upon a murder.
For kidnapping and murder is that's
premeditated type of thing.
But kidnapping and murder for an individual who is working his way to the NBA. I mean, that's
for anybody. Anybody.
I don't care if you was working your way through
the garbage truck.
I don't care if you fucking Walmart checkout.
Working your way through
where
the
you was working.
May she rest in peace. Made her family find some peace.
Yes.
This was very nasty work. Horrible across the board. End of story.
Yeah. Let's move on. Yeah. Awful.
Absolutely.
And what's with all this beige rage?
Beige rage.
Foodie, you had to say that, huh, Foodie?
What is beige? What is that? What is beige? What does that even mean?
Like you stand up here with blonde hair.
What does that even mean?
The blonde-haired lady says beige rage.
Why you saying blonde hair? Talking about beige rage. Hey, look, all night.
Started with Chris Brown and fucking Drake, and then everybody else there. What's going on? I thought y'all were peaceful. I thought y'all niggas was fighting. Y'all was peaceful. Yeah. You were the least of our worries, but all of a sudden y'all fucking killing people in the fucking desert and shit.
What is beige? What is beige range?
Beige rage, nigga.
What is it? What is
You see
that?
them two beige
I
people
seen
on the
niggas
screen?
getting angry and fighting.
Man, nigga, I'm light skinned. What the fuck we talking about?
See, look how aggressive you just got. Look at you.
Saying, good goddamn, okay, calm down.
Hey, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight now. I'm light skinned. What you mean? Hey, don't put it on us, man. Don't put it on us.
You up through the Wi-Fi, nigga. What's up? All right, through the Wi-Fi. Slow moves. All right, let's get into this one, man. I thought this was fun. We got to talk about it. Appreciate y'all time and energy, man, and appreciate y'all rocking with me. We're gonna roll. We're rolling right through these topics, and I appreciate you guys. Hopefully, you guys are thoroughly entertained. Thanks for allowing me and the panel as well the opportunity to entertain you all this evening. Let's go to this next one. Ryan Garcia. Anybody heard about this one? Anybody put a case on it?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Ryan Garcia put a poll out, a survey out on Twitter. Let me go to Ryan Garcia's Twitter. Let's see if he still got it up. But Ryan Garcia said, hey, look, I'm going to leave this up for like 3 days. And he put a survey out and said, who do y'all want to see me fight first? As in, like, I'm going to fight both of these guys. But who do you want to see me fight first? He put Rolly first, Haney first. Let me share the screen so y'all know what I mean when I say these things. Now, here's the funny part about this while I'm queuing this up. Rolly and Haney both get in the comment section on this, and Rolly says, who the fuck said I'm fighting you? At all. Rolly proceeds to start talking about him fighting shockingly Adrian Broner. Like, that's a bigger fight. That's the fight. I'm talking about fighting Adrian Broner.
Put a case on that, Mark. Put a case on that, Mark.
I just did. That's a whole episode by itself, right? But we can touch on that in this segment as well. But this topic in this segment right here it is. Ryan asks, how should we go about this? I'll let the people decide this in 3 days. Rolly first, Haney first. Haney is leading by 57.8%. And it says 16 hours left. It's 32,000 votes. Shout out to Ryan Garcia. This is why he is like who he is, man. He's very popular. Look how he's utilizing his social media. Your favorite fighter don't do shit like this. I'm just saying, let's just keep it a buck. They be like, is it clout chasing? Whatever it is. I call it engagement. I got to give Ryan Garcia his props for engaging with the fans, even if it's no offer on the table. But look, I'm putting it out there. This is who my fans want to see me fight, blah, blah, blah. I like the energy. So I got to give Ryan Garcia a round of applause just for putting in the effort. Your favorite fighter would never. I ain't never seen my favorite fighters.
This is old news, Mark. Old news.
Foodie, I've been Foodie. Can I host my show? Can you not do stuff like that, please? Let me do my lead. So like I was saying, he said this is how I'm going about this. It's 16 hours left on this poll. He said he's gonna let the people decide in 3 days, so it's not all the way old yet because the survey is still there. So with that said, that is the topic of the docket, Ryan versus Haney. How do you guys feel about that fight? Or would you rather see Ryan versus Rolly? What do you guys feel about that? Who want to take
salute.
Go ahead.
Salute to like you said, salute to Ryan, man. He's gonna get in there. He's gonna fight these guys, win or lose. He's still gonna get in here and fight those guys, and you gotta respect that.
The reason why
No, I don't have to respect it. And the reason I don't have to respect it is because if Ryan, respect to Ryan, I think Ryan a decent fighter. That's the word, decent. He a decent fighter. I think there are a lot of guys better than him. I think he beat the shit out of Rolly. I think he beat the shit out of Rolly. But at the same time, I ain't looking for Ryan to fight for what I'm gonna pay for. Because I would figure these are quote unquote pay-per-view fights. And so all I'm saying is, man, I want to see Ryan versus Devin. I want to see Ryan versus the top-notch individuals. He had already fought Tank, and I give him credit for that. He lost the fight, but I give him credit for fighting him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to see Ryan versus Rolly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I mean, he's not gonna, I would give that fight a more competitive fight than Haney. He's not gonna, he's not gonna beat Haney. I don't see the competitiveness, in that fight. It's a big fight, because of course it's gonna draw the fans, but I don't see it being competitive. I think it would be more competitive fight with Rolly. But, look at what he's doing by engaging with the fans. People are, like you said, picking Haney for him to fight next. So, he's gonna do it.
But what value do you see from and y'all? I want to be corrected. Y'all said what
chance first, because everybody hasn't had a chance yet, though. I want to do like we've been doing, like everybody get their take, and then we can open it up to everybody before we start asking questions.
Can I make this real quick?
All right.
Interesting poll.
And Foodie and Bo.
Interesting poll. Good food for thought. Neither fight is happening next.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Rolly is the one who called Ryan out after he won that belt. The first thing he did was call Ryan out.
Yes, thank you.
What he talked about. Hold on. So I don't get that, because he's the one that was talking about it. But two, I got to give Ryan credit, because just like Porter and Danny Garcia, they didn't win a lot of their big fights, but they fought them. That's what we want. Like you said, Mark, once before, we don't want to guess about what would have happened. We want to know what would have happened. So I think Ryan says he wants to fight these guys, and I believe that he does, win, lose, or draw. The more competitive fight is him against Rolly, I think. But Devin, unfortunately, despite that sold-out crowd, he still desperately needs notoriety, and that's what that Garcia fight will get him. It'll get him notoriety. I don't think it'll be as big, sell as much as the Tank Davis fight is, because Tank is a bigger star than Devin, but Devin needs that fight, not to prove that he can beat Ryan, because, most people know that he can and will, but he needs it for the notoriety. So I think that's the best fight for Devin right now. Not for legacy, but for notoriety.
Right.
Go ahead, Cody.
The reason why I said this is old news is because Ryan already called out Rolly after Rolly beat Granddaddy. And they had this conversation. And then that's when Davies was like, no, ain't nobody fighting Rolly next except for me, because I'm next in line. And so that's when that whole conversation got squashed. So this is an old conversation. That's before Devin moved up to 140. And Devin, the whole thing is like Ryan had a chance to fight Devin when they were at 135, and he went out with mental issues and all that other kind of shit. So I think people really want to see Ryan fight Haney, but Haney is chasing Tank right now. They want that fight, and people I think would really want to see that fight first.
Hey, Foodie, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Hey, Doug, hold on, Doug.
I want my problem.
Let Bo give his take, and then, like I said, we can open up to everybody. Go ahead, Bo. What's your take on the poll that Ryan Garcia put out and all of that?
To be honest, this might be one of those Floyd Mayweather moments when he had Madonna and Mayor Khan up there, and everybody had Mayor Khan. He still fought Madonna, so it might do the same thing. Probably Ryan Garcia, fighting Rolly before anything, because I just think Ryan Garcia feels uncomfortable fighting Devin Haney, especially before he fought Tank. But I think he still feel uncomfortable fighting Devin Haney, because Devin Haney might just outbox him and make him look real bad. You know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of like Brim. Like, I don't see the fight happening really with any of them, to be honest with you. But that's all I got.
All right, it's open to everybody. I just want to say this. Is it possible? You're right. Like, this could be a decoy, but the decoy is the Garcia Haney fight, which they said it was going to happen a long time ago. Devin and Rolly both responded to this. Devin responded with, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. He said, "Oh, I thought belts didn't matter. All right, well, it's cool," or something like that. Let's set it up or something like that. Could that be the decoy where he already know he's gonna fight Devin. Like that is the big fight for him. But my only problem with that is if you're Oscar De La Hoya, do you feed him again? Like, because Devin's gonna school him. Oh, here we go. I like the energy. Devin said, I thought belts don't matter. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. He said, I like the energy. Let the people decide. Rolly, then Haney, or Haney, then Rolly. Because this started with Devin coming over and over 160, blah, blah, blah. It's crazy, nothing against him, but the rules, blah, blah, blah. So Devin responded, I thought belts didn't matter. Let's do it now. Could that be the decoy where they're going to fight already and Rolly's name is just there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, because Ryan versus Haney is it's an easier fight to make. They're both, Matchroom DAZN or whatever, Golden Boy and all that.
All right, go ahead. But it's open to everybody. Go ahead, Dub. Shout out to Latavia. What up? But Dub had some questions for Foodie. Go ahead.
No. I'm not. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, when we're looking at these fights right now, if Ryan is willing to take these fights, right, and when I say these fights, we're talking about Devin, we're talking about Rolly Romero. Rolly Arden came out and said, respectfully to him, the man came out and said he don't know when he gonna fight again. He comfortable. He on vacation. He on vacation right now. So I don't even think Rolly should be in the conversation. Ryan and Devin, in my opinion, I think if Devin and Tank don't happen next, that's the fight I want to see. Devin and Tank, but I don't know what Tank gonna do. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, I think Devin beats all these guys. His style, or his style alone. His style is what's really gonna defeat these guys, and because he can fight in every type of style, every type of way, and he knows how to nullify what you're gonna do best. They don't want to fight this dude, and I think that's why Ryan was. Go ahead. My apologies.
No. I was agreeing with you. Go ahead. Wrap it up.
I'll wrap it up. I think that's why Ryan would prefer to fight TFM or Tio or Rolly, and that's why Tank don't want to fight Devin because of the style.
All right, let's pass it around. Go ahead.
I got a hot take.
Shoot, we need something hot. Go ahead.
Ryan is not fighting neither one of these guys next. You know who I think what's going to happen? That belt that Rolly got is going to be full time for Barroso or Davies, and that's who Ryan's going to fight. The winner of those two. I also think Tank and Haney, that fight actually on the low, I think it's made already. I think Tank is going to fight at 140 versus Pitbull at 140 because Pitbull had missed weight. And then and Haney will fight his mandatory, which will be Sandor Martin. And then they fight in the summertime. That's my hot take and prediction.
I hope you're right, Bram.
Hold on, and you get that from what?
All this talk that is going on right now about this fight, this is all hype, I think, because I think they already got everything set behind the scenes. I think they got things already set in stone on the low. On the low, I think things are already in motion on the low and the back end, and I believe Tank needs a fight at 140, so fight Pitbull at 140, and Haney gets his mandatory in, and that's out of the way, and then them two fight for the belt for 140. That's my call. That's my. Let me get
that again. Okay, you said Tank gonna fight Pitbull
at 140.
At 140,
it's his warm up fight. Yep, at 140. Because Pitbull couldn't make 135. He had missed his weight. So that's what I'm thinking. That he gets a warm up fight because he hadn't fought since April. He fights Pitbull at 140 to get acclimated at 140, while Haney fights his mandatory in Sandor Martin, and then them two fight in the summertime. Because that's going to be the best time for them to have the fight where they get the most eyeballs. They're going to fight around the same time that
Spence and Crawford.
Yep. I'm calling it. I'm hoping that's how it goes down. This is my wishful thinking prediction.
Okay. I like that. I ain't mad at name one of those. If that's what they're gonna do with Pitbull Cruz, nah, fuck that. Nah.
No, hold on. Let me finish, Mark. Let me finish. Just one more. I'm glad you said you was about to say F that, but when I say, check this out though. This is why I said this I tweeted this to Ellaby and all the people that's involved. I said all this. I said what I think would be a smart move for them to do is to announce the fight, get people upset about the fight. Some people will be cool with it. Some people are gonna be upset. And don't let a week go by. Let like 3 or 4 days go by and announce that after this fight they're gonna fight each other. So that means people will give it a pass, and then people will tune in to watch the Pitbull Cruz and Tank fight because they know if Tank wins, he's fighting Haney next.
And why would Haney and them go along with that?
Because Haney can get his mandatory out of the way.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I like it. It makes sense. I ain't mad at that.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
Theory, I got to put a case on that, bro.
I don't know.
My turn.
Go for it, Jerry. Jump in. It's open to everybody. Go ahead.
Ryan, if Ryan didn't have any interest in fighting Devin Haney, he would have made a poll saying, should it be Rolly or Tio, or Rolly or Matias? He specifically put Devin's name there. Doesn't make sense that if he wasn't serious about fighting him, that he would put his name specifically among only 2 fighters. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, in my opinion, Tank never fights Devin. He's just not going to do it. He's had plenty of opportunity to do it at 135, even for all 4 of the belts. Wouldn't do it, even though he was going to be the A side, making the most of the money. Now he's got a serious offer on the table to fight him at 140. And not only did he turn down the bag, which there ain't no other bag bigger for him at around him than what Haney's promoter is offering. According to Bill, he's also turned the phone off. So no counter offer. Walked away from the bag, turned the phone off. No counter offer. That ought to tell you all you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick.
You're not going.
Can I respond to that real quick?
Go. It's open to
All
everybody.
right, listen, I do not feel like I can be able to defend Tank like this. But for this situation, there's some things that I do understand. Amazon, brand new partner. They're stepping into the fight. And you mentioned this, Mark. Why would they send Tank over the fight on the zone when he is the A-side fighter and he should be the one presenting the offer? So, yeah, the $20 million is on the table, right? I get that. But it just using relative sense, there's no way I would send Tank to go fight on another platform when I have a new platform deal. So the best way to go about this is to build the fight up even more, to have them talk all that trash, mention this $20 million offer. I feel like this is already promo to set up for what's already to come. You could be right, Jerry, that this fight never happens, and I don't think that Ryan doesn't want to fight Haney, but I just think the way it's playing out, he's not going to fight Haney off the bat. I don't think De La Hoya is going to let him do that without being prepared this time, because hopefully he learns his lesson from what happened with Tank. His best move is if because Rolly's not going to fight Davies or Barroso, is for him to go get a belt, and then they can I predict that like Tio is going to eventually fight Matias in the summertime as well. I just don't think it's going to happen in regards to Ryan and Haney. De La Hoya is going to protect him and not throw him out there without him being a little more prepared for that. But it does make sense to me that PBC would not send Tank over to fight at the zone. The only issue with that is the guarantee money that Haney would get, because PBC doesn't pay no more than $5 million for a guarantee.
Hold on. Now, Bram, if you say that, then my question would be, if they're not going to send, like you said, they're not going to send, what's the offer they're going to present to Devin Haney? If they're not going to send their fighter over there, right? Then they need to present an offer to make the biggest fight happen.
Right.
And so, what's the offer you think they're going to present to Devin Haney?
All right, so this is what I said to them on Twitter. And I mean, again, I ain't nobody but just a boxing fan. But I said, listen, you gave Ryan $5 million. We know Devin is a much more accomplished fighter and a better fighter. If you want to make this fight happen and you're the A side, why don't you give him $7 to $8 million guaranteed, but he only gets 35% of the back end, and you get 65 as the A side. No weight clauses, no rehydration. So you take you get less of the back end money. We give you a little bit more guarantee because your accomplishments, but you got to take a back seat on that money, on that back end money.
That's right. Yeah, that's why if you're Haney and his team, that's why you make the offer. You rarely hear a B-side make a legitimate offer. They know Tank and his promoters have got a new deal, and it's unlikely they're going to let him fight over at the zone. But what you do is you make a legitimate offer to force them to make a counter offer. If he doesn't make a counter offer, that looks bad to me. That looks real bad. You know, you turn down that, I can understand for the reasons that you stated, but I don't understand why, if you really wanted to fight, why you wouldn't make a counter offer. And that's why, if you're Team Haney, that's why you make the offer, to force him to either make a counter offer or turn his tail and look like what he's doing now, just nothing. You know,
you're absolutely 100% correct, Jerry. But this is just my little inkling inside of my bones. I got a feeling that they're behind the scenes already working those things out. This is the promotional side. This is the hype train. This is all the the stuff to get us to talk about it, and it's working like a mug. I think that they both will have one fight, and then they're going to fight each other. I could be completely wrong. This is my optimistic take, but I personally think I think Bill Haney's on a promo run for a fight that's already made.
But it's a bad look for Tank in the meantime, though, because he's getting criticized from all angles for not only turning down the offer, which us hardcore boxing fans, we can understand why, but according to Bill, he's also turned off the phone. And there's no counter offer being submitted. It's early yet. That could change, but it's a bad look in the meantime.
You're right, Jerry. You're right, but I personally got the feeling that this is the hype train to create this, to create us to have the moment so people like us are talking about it. I personally believe behind the scenes and behind closed doors, they are already setting this stuff up, bro. And this is what I think they may be setting up. Is this?
I'm just saying, why take the bad PR in the meantime?
Because the bad PR is what gets our attention. It doesn't matter. He's been getting bad PR in regards to who he's been fighting, regardless. So now it's just intensifying, and making us pay even more attention. That's dollars and cents, bro. The job is to make the fight as big as possible.
About Tank or Haney?
Tank.
Right. So what's Ryan's role in all of this? What's Ryan and Rolly? You started talking about Ryan and Rolly.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Ryan is trying to get his spot, but I don't think that De La Hoya is going to let him fight Haney. He would let him fight Rolly, but the problem is, I think Rolly's going to let that belt go.
So, telling him that. That's what, remember they said we told him not to take the Tank deal. He took it anyway. Remember that?
Yeah, I don't.
Rolly don't make his fights. Rolly got to. Ryan got to deal with. He pick his fights.
Yeah, for some reason, I just think he's going to listen this time, and it's going to be an open angle for him to get a belt. And then it puts him in position for all those fights.
He was just beefing with him at the damn press conference.
You're absolutely right, bro. But again,
I got one quick question. Bro. If Ryan were to take the Devin fight, right, and do 500,000 pay-per-views, then it shows that Ryan is the one who's selling these pay-per-views. If he does that and make that, I think Ryan is looking to show that he's the one that's selling pay-per-views, and so he want to make another big fight, because even if it doesn't do what the Gervonta Tank Davis fight did, when we heard about 1.2 million, if he does anything over 250,000, it shows that he's the one selling. That's a fact.
That's a very good point. I mean, listen, I can't disagree with any of you guys' points. I'm just thinking about this little feeling I got in my system that they're going to convince him that you got an easy path to get you a belt, and then you can play your cards to get these, and then you can show your buying power. You know. But I think they're going to try to convince him to position himself to get a belt, because if Rolly doesn't fight the winner of Barroso and Davies, that fight is open. And that belt is open for him to take at 140, which makes him a player at 140 to be able to get a T.O., Matias, Haney, all those fights. And it even makes it more valuable.
Yeah,
I think this is a whole lot of fantasy we're talking.
Go ahead, Fody.
A whole lot.
A whole lot of fantasy. Because in reality, I think I don't know if the Haney versus Tank fight is really ever going to happen. We have no real reason to believe that, but I do believe that a big fight that could happen between Haney would be Tio Fimo. Tio and Haney would be a big fight, and then after Haney gets if he gets past Sandor Martin, which I think he will, Sandor Martin, then Tio, and then Ryan, because Ryan, I think that would be a big money fight. And we would just leave Tank over there to not chase greatness, because he obviously is just all about the money.
The only way we can see the Tio fight is if Bob Arum isn't going to be in negotiations. And unfortunately for Tio, we know that Bob is going to be there. Bob's not going to put... Now, he may put Tio in the ring with Ryan Garcia. He's not going to put Tio in the ring with Devin. He's not going to do.
Why do you think that?
Because he understands boxing. He knows that Devin, and I don't even think it's Bob, to be honest with you. I was talking to Richard. Oh, go ahead.
No, well, why did you say Bob if he's not in negotiations?
No.
You don't think it's Bob.
The reason I said that is because although Bob is the head of Top Rank, Bob is not the one negotiating these deals. You know what I'm saying? It's the stepson. It's the individuals under Bob who's really, truly negotiating these deals. That's the only reason I said that. Yeah. But as Bob being the face and the head of Top Rank, that's why I would say him. But, you know, that's the only reason I kind of went a different way when I was saying with Bob. But I think they understand, especially the the matchmakers over there, they understand the fighter that Devin is. And I don't think the same way they didn't want to. When Tio went the IBF route, Tio was in the same tournament, the WBC tournament, with Devin Haney at 135. They pulled Tio out of that, sent Tio the IBF route, and Tio himself said, "I'm gonna get a champion. I'm gonna get a chance for a champion." And then what Bob come out and say? Bob said, "Well, you signed with the wrong promoter." These are facts. So they understand that. They understand what Devin is. They understand the talent that he is. Hence the reason they were willing to allow him to come over. And who have you seen Top Rank allow to come over, have a 3-fight deal, win the titles, and then be able to walk away with the titles? Wait, you ain't never seen Top Rank do no shit like that.
Yeah, people thought it wasn't going to happen, but it did happen. So I feel like
because Devin is that special. Devin is that special.
So that's
let her go.
My apologies.
So that's the reason why I think that Tio and Haney will fight, because it's a big money fight. It's about the money at the end of it. They don't give a fuck about Tio, and Tio don't give a fuck about Top Rank. That's very clear. They don't have a good relationship. I don't know how many fights Tio has left with Top Rank, but especially if this is the last fight, I think that it could happen. It definitely could happen. And it's basically a 50-50 fight. We don't know who would win, but it's a great they have a great backstory.
But the problem you have to understand is when you working with Top Rank is they're very good at saying, okay, and hence remember a few fights ago, Tio was like, well, I'm gonna be a free agent after this, and then he went and won a title. When you win that title, right? And in the fine print with Top Rank, a lot of times, shout out to Rachel O'Near. A lot of times, what you get is that you win that title, and now you still got. Go ahead, Mark. My apologies.
I was just trying to do the short version, man, so we can pass it around. it extends your contract. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Right. So even more reason for him to fight. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me say something real quick. Hey, Latavia J in the chat. I hadn't seen her before, man. Anyway.
Now this ain't matchmaking. This ain't matchmaking, champion. This ain't match.
Anyway, man.
Let's year one, bro. Real talk.
She what, bro?
You've been around since like year one when I first started. When I was doing.
Oh, for real?
11, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, I hadn't seen her. Huh?
Pull up
Okay.
all the time with that 11, but she can sing her ass off. So check out her channel, man.
Oh, okay. Check that out.
Yeah,
What's her channel?
It's Latavia J. And
Oh, okay.
And I got a record. I got a record that she sung "Feel the Fire," and me and Clips did a reaction to it. When we was doing
okay.
Like,
That's what's up.
And it's in my community tab, so just scroll down.
Hold up, Champion Heart got googly eyes right now.
I'll check it out. But anyway, let's address the fantasy talk that Brim is talking with Tank. He's not gonna fight at 140. He's already said he'll never fight at 140 again because he didn't like how he felt when he fought old boy at 140. He said he felt slow, so he's never fighting at 140. But if he does, it better be Haney because his fans will crucify him if it's anybody else. Now he might get away with Lomo, but if he's gonna do that, he better do it quick because Lomo is into his career.
All right, go ahead. Pass it around. Go ahead, Bo.
Nah, I ain't got nothing. So I just don't think that fight is ever going to happen. I mean, well, not anytime soon. I think maybe later on down the line. I think the PBC just want to keep milking the cow out of Tank Davis before they actually put him in there with somebody that's going to be 50-50 with him.
I mean, how many more titties this shit? How many more titties they gonna milk? Like,
that's the question I've had. Is like, if Tank don't fight Haney, then who?
Oh, Isaac Cruz and Frank Martin.
I'm just saying, but no, who's bigger than Haney?
2024, and then 2025 at the top of 2025, he'll fight Loma.
No, he ain't gonna fight no goddamn Loma.
They probably put Tank
if he
in.
ain't fought Loma in 45 years, he ain't gonna fight no.
No, he gonna let him get a little bit older because Loma's still good.
Nobody wants to see that shit. That's what I'm saying. What fight does everybody want to see?
The old Gamboa, like they said, right?
Oh, stop it!
I'm telling you, it's gonna be.
Check this out. Rayo Valenzuela just fought and knocked out Chris Colbert this weekend, so maybe that might be Tank next opponent.
Man, that shit will sell 100,000 if he lucky. We won't see that shit.
It don't matter. They gonna put it on. Tank the star. Go ahead, Jerry.
Damn, I forgot that quick. But what I'm trying to say is Devin, despite that sellout crowd in California last week, what we're hearing, the pay-per-view numbers were dismally low. Devin, at this point, right now, doesn't need to fight for legitimacy as much as he needs to fight for notoriety. He already undisputed champ. He beat Lomachenko in a competitive fight. Then he moved up and dominated Regis. Everyone can see he's legitimate, but he's not popular enough to make a Tank Davis fight or even a Tio Lopez fight. Because I agree with Foodie, that's a good fight, a good matchup, but it wouldn't be nearly as big as, unfortunately, as the Ryan fight would be, even though it's a lesser matchup. So what Devin really needs now is notoriety, and he can get that from Ryan. He can get it a little bit from Tio, especially amongst hardcore fans. But in order to get Tio's people to even want to make that fight, they're going to have to see something that says, all right, this can be big money. And right now, based off of that pay-per-view, doing such low numbers, that it makes that fight hard to make. Fight Ryan if you can get him. Now, if you got to fight that mandatory first, and you got to do it, he won't step aside. If Ryan does want to make the fight, then yeah. And as far as Ryan's people not letting him make the fight, just like you said, Mark, they said they didn't want him to fight Davis, but he got his way and he fought Tank. You see what I'm saying? And Ryan doesn't really care about the belts. It's very clear. Belts don't make you popular. If they did, Devin would be more popular than Ryan. Ryan ain't never had a belt, and he hasn't accomplished what Devin has. He's not the fighter than Devin, but he's more popular than him. So if that fight you can get, you get it now, and that'll make the Tio Lopez fight a lot more doable, and even the Tank fight.
Okay,
Right,
I got to do a rebuttal to Jerry real quick.
Yeah,
Jerry,
me too.
I was like, are you trying to say like, are you? I don't know. Are you saying he's just too good, and he's just gonna win, or are you saying he's not popular enough to fight Tio? Because Tio is fighting guys that is not as popular as Devin, never headlined the pay-per-view, himself or his opponents. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
hold on. Let me finish. Matter of fact, go ahead. You can go from there. Fuck it. Go ahead.
Well, just quickly, he probably doesn't deem those guys as dangerous as Devin either.
So that's what I'm saying. Devin is too dangerous.
Totally embarrass him.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
that was the question. So he's too good.
It all plays together.
The risk
right?
the risk
versus reward.
That's what I was trying to say. Okay. Because
Yeah,
I was
well,
like,
yeah, well, that's it.
because Tank Davis is fighting guys who don't headline their own pay-per-views like Devin. So are Tio. Like both of these guys are fighting lesser guys than Devin Haney. Why he got to work so hard to get the fight, and your other opponents don't? He's more accomplished, and he's more popular than all your other opponents. But he's more popular than your other opponents, and more accomplished.
Yeah,
and he's more accomplished than you.
But they're going to ask for a whole lot more money too.
That's the thing. They're gonna ask for a lot more money.
Neither Tio or Haney is popular enough for the amount of money they're going to ask for the fight. They gotta have to
wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Ask for
wait a minute. Go ahead.
But at the same thing, hold on. Jerry mentioned pay-per-views. Tank hasn't done a whole gang of pay-per-views outside of fighting Ryan Garcia. So let's just see. Let's just go ahead and let him fight Pitbull and see what his pay-per-view numbers look like, and then talk about who's more popular and who needs who to sell pay-per-views. I don't think he's gonna do any more than Haney did fighting Prograis.
Let me let Hart close it out real quick because he got to go. Go ahead, Champion Hart.
Hey, I kind of agree. I agree with what Bo is saying. I don't think that fight, will happen. Like I was saying earlier, Tank said he'd never fight at 140. So, it's best to just concentrate on Haney and Ryan, for a big fight. But I got to get out of here, man. My stuff is dying out.
Well, good, bro. I'll see you on the next one.
Okay, my brother. Peace and love.
Peace. Shout out to my
Blessing Champion Hart. Oz.
Check out his channel, Cooking with the Champ. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, Jerry. I think I cut Jerry in the right side.
Yeah, so it's simple risk reward, and that's what it is. And Tank, I agree. Prior to that Ryan pay-per-view, his numbers weren't, and relatively speaking, they weren't anything outstanding. But I don't think he ever did 39,000. Haney.
Who did 39,000?
He is Tank. I don't think Tank ever did that and won that low. I don't think so.
No, but who did who are you hearing did 39,000?
Oh, that's what I heard the Haney Prograis fight.
But yeah, that's
it was
crazy.
52,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard 60,000.
Yeah.
It never heard of it.
Bro, respectfully, the Zone has never released pay-per-view numbers. They didn't release pay-per-view numbers with Canelo.
No one has.
They have never released those numbers, and now all of a sudden it's 50,000, 39,000. I mean, my goodness, man, this is ridiculous.
We have the same conversation with everybody. None of them release numbers.
Tell people to say. So fans will start saying Haney don't deserve the fight. He shouldn't get the fight. He ain't did enough. Tank don't need to fight him. He ain't doing no numbers. That's probably give a nigga a reason not to fight.
But who else did any paper? Let me. I just got to ask.
Fans give a fuck how much his last fight. Are you gonna buy?
I don't give a fuck who does.
Will
what
you buy
numbers.
Haney versus Tank? That's what the fuck matters.
I want to see the fucking fight.
Will you buy Haney versus Tio? That's what matters.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what we need to talk about. Like,
right.
But my problem, Mark Nash, real quick. My problem is None of these dudes that Tank been fighting did any pay-per-view numbers. No, they did no
We don't know
pay-per-view
that.
numbers.
No one did that. No one knows that. We don't know.
No, we do know. Isaac Cruz was not on pay-per-view.
Oh yeah.
None of these people, none of the fighters that Tank fought, even Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia had never been on pay-per-view before Tank, and now all of a sudden you got a individual who's a pay-per-view fighter. You know what I'm saying? And well, he didn't do enough numbers. We don't need to fight him. What? Wait a minute. No, that's who I want to see you fight.
That's what the Tank.
This is ridiculous.
His next fight was back on the zone, not on pay-per-view. He didn't fight on pay-per-view again after that.
Who?
Only fight. Ryan, his last fight was on regular the zone.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody Tank fought been on pay-per-view after Tank. And Devin is the only individual that he has the opportunity to fight that's been on pay-per-view. What are we talking about right now? This is ridiculous, man. The protection agency is out here. Respectful. I say this respectful. I ain't saying none of y'all. I'm just saying they trying to protect this man. They trying to protect him, in my opinion.
Definitely. Go ahead, Puro.
Yep.
Okay, what up, and ladies? I don't know who's on the phone, but you had to call in because I had to take Doug Brightside tape again.
Get off speaker. Get off speaker. Puro, get off speaker.
Well, I'm not on speaker. I'm in the car. I'm in the car.
Take it off the car then and hold the phone then.
You trying to get that man to crash?
I just Doug, stop the road. It's called Google. Peace, Mark.
He said what? What did he say?
He said, well, he hung up in my face. He just hung up.
Okay.
Check this out. I'm not making no case for Tank Davis not fighting Haney because of the money, but I'm also not blind to the fact that in boxing, it's all about the money. It just is. That's why Devin Haney is chasing Tank. Tank ain't fought nobody.
But Jared.
Hold on. Let me finish. Tank ain't fought nobody, and Tank's got a regular belt. He ain't chasing him because of that. He's chasing him because of the money. So when we say we shouldn't care about the money, in baseball, the best team, the biggest market team has to play the small market team. They got no choice. In boxing, it's different. If you don't bring the money, the fights ain't going to happen. That's why we talk about the money. I'm not getting it. I know that. But the money is what's going to make
Let him
the
finish,
fight.
Doug. Go ahead, Doug. You sputtering in while you talking. Let him finish.
You know, just can't wait to get it. That's why I call him Doug because he's in the gym.
Right. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, but that's all I got to really say about the money, because I keep hearing people say we shouldn't care about the money. We got no choice to care about the money because the money is what makes the big fights. That's why I pay attention to the money. I'm not getting of it, no. And I don't think it's a reason why fighters, from a fan's perspective, I don't think it's a legitimate excuse. But I know from a realist perspective, that's what's going to dictate what fights get made. It's going to be the money. Devin wants him for the money, and Tank don't want Devin because he doesn't want to fuck his money up by taking perhaps a one-sided loss. So it's all about the money.
Okay. Before Doug jump in, I'll just read my comment. I wrote it real short. The money matters, but Tank is perceived to be the best. He's perceived to be the bigger puncher, even without the belts. He's perceived to be the guy at 135. So, you know, so I'm just hold on, Jerry. I'll let you do all that talking, not for a rebuttal, just to get my piece, then pass to the Doug. The money matters, but Tank is perceived to be the best, and he is the biggest puncher. He has that knockout ratio. I think it's about being the guy, being number one, and the money comes with that. They go hand in hand. You beat the biggest puncher. You beat the kid Dynamite, the knockout artist, like, you know, the kid with the iron chin, never touched the can, all of that shit. You beat that guy, shit, you the man, with or without a belt. But go ahead, Doug.
I agree with it. I agree with everything you just said, Mark. All I would say is that Tank has never fought anyone who's been on pay-per-view outside of him. And now he has that opportunity, regardless of what anybody want to tell me about the pay-per-view numbers. He has the opportunity to fight somebody who's been, I apologize, Leo Santa Cruz. I believe Leo Santa Cruz had a pay-per-view before Tank did. I do believe that happened. So, and I could be wrong about that, but I do believe that happened. And so all I'm saying, at the end of the day, man, if you're going to fight Ryan Garcia, if you're going to fight Pitbull Crew, any of these dudes, and you're talking about the money, this is the only individual that's truly been on pay-per-view, regardless of the numbers that he sold, regardless of those, he's the one that's been on pay-per-view. It's the biggest fight for you.
Right. You're repeating yourself. You don't say it a couple times.
Yeah, but those guys didn't get paid any money. When you're talking about Tank's opponents, they were handpicked, and they really didn't get paid anything except for Ryan. So when you're talking about fighting Devin Haney, who could potentially embarrass you on a world-class level, now the money is always the determining factor, because those guys, they weren't on pay-per-view. You're right about that, but they also didn't get big paydays. Devin ain't going to want to fight Tank for chump change. He ain't going to get more money than Tank, but he's going to want some decent pay. So there's a big distinction to be made there. You can't compare Tank's opponents to Devin Haney. None of them were on Devin Haney's level. So, and none of them are going to want what he's going to want, at least $5 to $7 million. Ain't nobody, Tank, they don't pay for his hand-picked opponents. Ryan's the only one that got a $5 million guarantee because they knew that was going to be a fight, and they made him jump through every hurdle possible to even get the fight, and they wouldn't even put the title on the line. So imagine what they're going to want Devin Haney to do.
Oh, Jerry, I found out. I thought it was 5. It was 2.5 actually, guaranteed.
Okay, well, I heard 5, but nonetheless, it's still my point stands.
Tank got 5. Tank got $5 million in that fight.
Okay, well, maybe I was mistaken, but that just makes my point even further. Devin Haney ain't going to want $2.5 million. He ain't going to settle for that. He's going to want something halfway decent too, so that has to be factored in. And if he wants $5 to $7 million, let's just say, because that sounds reasonable, well, then they definitely going to look at that pay-per-view number, whether it was 39 or 50, because either one is not that good, especially considering what Haney's accomplished.
We don't know what he's going to do, Jerry. That's our opinion, but he might bank on himself and say, look, I'll bank on myself. Give me a smaller guarantee and a nice cut of the pay-per-view. Because I'm going to be a promoter on this shit, too. We don't know. We can't. I don't want to go into reasons why the fight.
We don't know.
I don't want to go into reasons why the fight won't happen and what, you know what I'm saying. That shit is crazy. We don't like. We don't went into.
Yeah, I was giving y'all reasons for the fight to happen.
No, but we went into Haney's not gonna take what he's. We don't know what he's not gonna take though, or what he's gonna.
No, we don't, and I don't know. But I don't think it's a leap to say that he wants to fight Tank for chump change or less than he made in his last fight. What did he get, $4 million for that fight the other night?
I can say he has a history though of banking on himself with that and going for greatness like he did with Kambosos. He took less than he made.
Yeah, but that was for Undisputed though.
Hey, look, and this is for the Tank Davis fight on big pay-per-view and get this big name and the biggest name. Like he has a history. All I'm just saying, the dude got a history. The dude got a history of taking the sacrifice to get his goals accomplished, and he's been doing it over and over and over again.
I don't know.
He's on the record. They already on the record of saying, "Give us the deal you gave Ryan Garcia."
When are we gonna ask for Tank Davis?
That means
instead of fighting for money, when are we gonna ask this man to fight the best? Tank Davis, the one of the faces of boxing, with Canelo, with Deontay Wilder, in my opinion. This is my opinion. When are we gonna ask that man to say, you know what? Hell, you one of the best right now. You've done pay-per-view numbers. I ain't gonna give you the same offer. But at the same time, I'm going to give you an offer, take it or leave it, and let's make the fight happen. When are we going to hold Tank to that? When are we going to hold him to that?
Well, we are on this panel. I think most people on this panel are, but his fans aren't. They don't really care about that.
We are holding him to that. And Deontay Wilder will face a boxing. You stop it, Dub. Stop it, Dub. Deontay Wilder face of boxing. 77K.
I'm just saying, but, I digress. He's entitled to his opinions. He said that's his opinion, and all
All we're expressing is our opinions on it.
Yeah, I know it. I want to poke holes in that shit. That's all I'm saying. I just want to poke
if
holes
you want to
in
go
that
at, if you want to go at Deontay, we could have that conversation. But I don't think that's the conversation right now. What the conversation is when we're gonna hold Tank accountable for not fighting the best and continuously looking for niggas to buy his pay-per-view when he fighting subpar competition. When we gonna hold him accountable?
And
he's on the gate right now, man. People are coming at his head right now, bro. If there's no offer made on their end, bro, if he don't make an offer, bro, it's a wrap right now. People are gonna be at his throat.
Yeah.
They gotta make an offer, and that's why I think behind the scenes something's going on, y'all.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
I don't know that. I mean, not necessarily, because it is financially beneficial for him to continue to keep fighting the way he has been.
Thank you.
You know, so I don't think that there's anything going on behind the scenes
They've
because
been talking about this and what he get on $1 million worth of games. I never asked for none of that.
right for a long time. That's like three years ago or something like that.
Yeah, but that was before he took control of his career, quote unquote, right?
He ain't took control of shit.
Ain't no way he took control of his career. And Leonard Ellerby coming out talking about y'all don't offer us. We the A side. We offer y'all. Y'all can't send us off. Ain't no way he done took control of his career. Respect.
No, and I feel like if they don't, I've said this before. If Tank doesn't take this $20 million guarantee offer seriously, and he lets it slide by, he's going to end up like Deontay Wilder. He's going to be
Adrian Broner.
But Foodie, they told us this is a fake offer. This ain't no real offer.
Right. Well, so did Deontay Wilder, and look at where he is now.
Facts. And I love Deontay.
But we know that Matchroom don't be bullshitting. They are not playing with their fucking offers.
They got the bag over there. They got and then to say we got bags from multiple different. All right, I ain't gonna harp on this too much. My apologies, Mark. Go ahead.
I mean, it ain't what we. I mean, they obviously don't care what we want to see. We'll see. We'll see if they care if the fights are made.
Well, I would tell Dub also that and y'all know this, over the last several weeks, I've been on Tank's helmet. So when you say, when are we going to hold him accountable? I've been saying just exactly that. I'm not buying his pay-per-views no more until he starts fighting some of the top fighters. And I've been saying the same thing, so I'm in agreement there. But just because I talk about the money and Haney having that pay-per-view that didn't do well, doesn't mean that I'm excusing Tank. It's just I know that the money is going to have the last say. You see, that's why
hey, Jerry, you from Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Hey! Shout out to you. You had a hell of a show on Coach Show. So shout out to you, man. Hey, I enjoy. I done been on with you multiple times, but I don't disagree with you. It's just that at some point in time, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying in general, the individual who's gonna support Tank, I ain't got no. Like I say, I'm a Tank fan. I'm a fan of Tank. I want to see Tank and Devin. That's the fight I want to see. And because I want to see it, then I'm going to hold both of these individuals accountable. And I just feel Tank got to do more to make the fight happen. And it seemed like he the one coming up short right now. But people telling me that Devin the one coming up short. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, he's definitely coming short because he's fucking 5'2".
Other shows and what other people saying and who are we going to hold him accountable? Nobody here on this show, in this panel or chat, are saying that shit, Dub. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
I agree with that, Mark. I agree with that.
A lot of this hardcore
on the other show.
No,
They were saying that on the other show, though.
Yeah, I've heard that on other shows too, but I can't.
But also, a lot of
argue with
people are
nobody
jumping
winning
off
here.
the bandwagon. They're jumping off the bandwagon. They're tired of
We
seeing
want
the
to
same
pull up
old
a
shit.
gift and smoke.
Do y'all realize a lot of the stuff that y'all saying is why I think my theory has some wings on it? Because people are actually really getting tired. They see the chirping. They see what's going on. I'm telling you, I think my theory got wings, man.
It's a chicken. Chickens don't fly.
I'm telling you, listen. I think all of y'all need to give me if I when I say come true, y'all gotta give me 25 push-ups, man.
We'll give you 25 punches to the face. Respect.
Back is broken.
Damn, why you gonna punch me in the face if the fight happened? That's messed up.
No. I said it respectfully. Respectfully, Bram. That's my brother. Bram is my brother. Me and Bram went through hold on, real quick. Can I ask one quick question, Mark? I apologize for being.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to land this shit, dog.
I know you are. I know. Bram.
It's a wrap.
I told you what was going to happen with Sonny Edwards. Go ahead, Mark. I apologize.
Man, Bam is he's number 7 on my pound for pound list, bro. Shout out to Bam. He put in that work. Yeah, Sonny tried. Bam wasn't no game, boy. Yeah, I was wrong.
You need to replace Tank. You need to replace Tank on the pound for pound list.
Tank ain't even on my pound for pound list. He's an honorable mention. That's the best he get.
Magazine, yeah.
Oh man, please spare me with the garbage list. But now Bam is number 7 on my list. He did a great job. Phenomenal, man. There was generational talent that I saw, man.
Hell of a fight.
Yo, Sonny tried, but I was confused. I was like, where the lateral movement that I was expecting? I want him to hit with the Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm hitting him with lateral movement. I didn't see it.
I told you what we're going. He used it. He tried to use it, but Bam can cut the ring off. He got great footwork. And he was able to follow up behind that shit respectfully.
And the power. It has to be respectful.
Yeah, that power. There's the power. Yes, boy, he got thumped. That boy can thump.
You got to keep
his face. Yeah.
He couldn't keep that man off of him. That man was just him up, bro. It was brutal.
Bam can thump, bro. But Bam can thump with the best of them, bro. He impressed me to the fullest.
It's the guy you're fighting. The guy you fighting can't keep you off him. But look, that's neither here nor there. We got to land this one, man.
Yeah.
I want to upload this one to the. I told you I'm launching my 24-hour live stream, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it on YouTube. I might do it on Rumble or Kick, like on one of my new channels, and get those started that way. But I don't know. I might put it on my Marq Nash Live, but I'm launching it though. I gotta launch it soon. But I want to load these up to the archives, and these shits just be taking a long time to download. The download is quick, but the uploading it to my server, like if it's a 4-hour episode, that shit might take 1 hour and 27 minutes to load up to my server, yo. So
this one episode like 4 terabytes.
Yeah, that should these be some long episodes, man. But I love this shit though. Shout out Alonzo Amazing. Shout out to BVO Boxing. I see him. Carmen Serene, Lisa Bell. She never fell. Shout out to everybody who was here. And I appreciate your time and energy. Appreciate y'all allowing us to entertain y'all this evening. Hopefully you were thoroughly entertained. Final thoughts on anything we talked about, whether it was Jonathan Majors, Wilder, Alicia. As a matter of fact, we did final thoughts as we did them. We did them in real time. So that's it. So that's it, man. I'll see y'all on the next one.
Salute, brother. God bless everybody.
Hey, appreciate you, Marq Nash. You do a hell of a job, man. I want to say one last thing.
Go ahead.
I was critical of you early about how you run your show. Man, you run your show perfectly because you keep chaos out of it. And I appreciate that. Especially being on some of my other brothers' channels and understanding. I see it now. And shout out to you, Mark. I appreciate it.
Hey, look, people don't get heard sometimes. And you want to, like, people click that link and call in. They want to be heard. And I think the audience wants to hear everybody. And just to be cutting people off, you a cone or that's stupid, nigga. You got out of that dumb shit. You a bitch. Like, hey, man, I'll whoop your ass. I'm pull. Let's me and you fight. No, nigga, like, how do we get here? Like, it comes with just letting that shit just brew. And like, some people don't like it. They say, you think he the YouTube daddy? I'm like, nah.
No, you do a hell of a job. You do a hell of a job.
Mark, you're like a pilot of a 747 plane.
I don't know what that means, so I'm just saying you do a hell of a job. I don't know what that means.
Plane, he lands the plane well, but Dub, I'm worried about you now. Lord have mercy.
Hey, my bad, Bram. But Mark, you do a hell of a job, man. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to rock with you because you didn't always show me love, and I appreciate you, brother.
I know sometimes we bump heads because, like you said, you get a little long-winded and you might be repetitive. I be trying to speed it up a little bit and let somebody else get in because it ain't trying to. I don't want to hear what you're saying, but once you said it, and it's
I understand it.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. I want to piggyback on that. You hands down. I don't listen to everybody. You got the best moderated show, and you got good structure with your content. It's the best moderated show. I love your show. I love all the participants because we're like a family, and so that's all good. But I do want to say one last thing, and I'll make it quick.
Yes, sir.
Colbert, I've always liked Colbert, but hopefully that loss teaches him how to fight like a smart fighter instead of fight like an arrogant fighter. And that's all.
Overrated.
Right. It ain't about him being. Hey, look, it ain't about him.
Man.
He don't got the pop to match his mouth.
Facts.
Yeah,
and he got popped in the mouth.
The man might be a gatekeeper right now. I don't know. Y'all tell me.
Might.
Even if that, he went to the ropes after he got hurt and put his arms up when his corner told him, don't do that. To me, he was being arrogant there. He knew that he shouldn't have been on them ropes, but he wanted to show, no, I'm in control. I can do this. This is how good I am. That wasn't smart. To me, he fought like an arrogant fighter, and it cost him. If he fights like a smart fighter would have got off them ropes, and if he was buzzed, he would have clinched and held on a little bit, just like Haney did against Linares. That was a smart veteran move. This guy tried to be cocky and stand there and be like, okay, I can take these shots, and in the end, it cost him. That's what I think.
Jerry, some guys don't know how to clinch, bro. I see it in the gym all the time. These dudes don't know how to clinch. They don't even practice that shit.
Yeah, but they know how to move if need be.
Some guys don't know how to move.
Hard up and just well, then what is he doing in boxing if he doesn't know how to clinch or move,
bro?
Jerry, did you ask Colbert a question?
Right.
Do you want to go night?
No, but Jerry, I want to answer that seriously. They rely on their skills, right? And they rely on their speed. Some guys rely on their footwork and their power, and they just think they have a higher boxing IQ. I'm going to handicap you. You're not going to be able to land that big shot. Or I got a chin. I can take that shit, right? Because I sparred with bigger guys than you. But what happens in a fight, though...
Which would be arrogant.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. I agree. But also what happens in the fight, though, you get hit with a shot, and your reflex is not to clinch, because you don't clinch in sparring ever. Your reflex is to shield up and high guard and shit like that. And then that's when you start getting hit with shots, looping or coming around, body shots, dipping. You don't drop your hands, boom, hitting hip cuff behind. Like nobody practice low blows and getting hit behind the head in a sparring. Nobody practice kidney shots. Nobody's practiced the fouls. And when you get in there with a guy like Rayo, who's gonna hit you any and everywhere he can, you're gonna have a rough night.
I agree, but his corner was telling him, don't go to the ropes.
Right.
They were telling him. That cost him in the first fight because I thought he lost the first fight to
Jerry,
that guy.
some guys,
but what I get from him
is it possible Ryan was forcing him to the ropes and he just didn't know how to not do it? Like the guy just forced you to the ropes.
Yeah, but he didn't, my opinion is he didn't have to stay there. I felt like he stayed there because he felt like he could do it. It was arrogance telling him, I can stand here and do this, because he took a lot of shots while on the ropes. He had his high guard up, but Rayo was doing the right thing by punching around it on both sides of the body, both sides of the head. His corner screaming, get off the ropes, get off the ropes. But he's staying there. Now, if you're a pro-level boxer at that level, there ain't no way that you haven't went over what to do when you're hurt in a fight. So maybe instinctively he wouldn't have known to do it, but from training, they had to have done that. And in the fight, they're telling him not to do it. In the pre-fight, what's his name? The one fighter, the Spanish dude that commentates, and his keys to victory, he said he's got to stay off the ropes. They had to know that. But, it's just my opinion. I've always liked Colbert, but that's not the first time I've seen him fight stupid. That's what I say for what he did. He fought stupid or arrogant. And in the future, I think if he learns or he at least tries to fight like a smarter fighter instead of a fighter that knows better. You can see him arguing with his corner. He always seems to be arguing with his corner and telling them to calm down and this and that. I just think he's a little bit arrogant and too cocky in his own skills. Now, maybe this knockout will humble him a bit, but judging to that pre-fight interview, I don't know if it would, because Rayo is congratulating him before he even congratulates himself, and Colbert comes into the fray, and instead of saying, hey, man, good shot, you caught me, let's run it back, he's like, we're 1-1, run it back. 1-1, run it back. Still cocky. So I don't know, So
that's that New York shit. That's that New York shit, Jerry. For sure.
I know, but I think he'd be a better fighter if he humbled himself and realized, you know what, I might not be as good as I think, and I may have to work a little smarter and a little harder than what I think, because this guy probably done whip me twice, and now I just was unconscious 60 seconds ago, and now I'm not even humble enough to congratulate the victor, and I'm just gonna be like, we're 1-1, run it back.
Jerry, he might have still been unconscious when he said that shit. He ain't seen the fight on replay yet.
or he might just be a little too cocky for his own good.
Both things could be true.
He wouldn't be the first fighter to be that. You know, a lot of fighters have been that. Vinny Pazienza was that. He was always talking shit and cocky as fuck, even when he fought Roy Jones. And after the fight, a year after the fight, they asked him about fighting Roy, and he just laughed and he said, man, there's levels to this. He never really thought he could beat Roy Jones, I don't think. But, you know, that didn't stop him from being too cocky, you know, in the lead up. I like Colbert. I want to see him be successful. I think he probably needs to go back to 130. That's what lightweights really should look like, what those two guys look like. They shouldn't look like what Tio and Haney look like at 135, because they were twice them size. Both them guys look like what I think lightweights should really look like. And Colbert could probably fight at 130, I think. Yeah. Anyway, great show, Mark, as always, brother.
Appreciate you, Jay.
Good night to everybody.
Good night, sir.
All right, buddy.
Silence.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for your time and energy, man. I appreciate everybody who called in, joined the panel. Beam Dan was in the chat. I appreciate you, man. Everybody was watching on Instagram. That was pretty dope. Streaming this on Instagram. So shout out. Let me do a quick shout out to everybody on Instagram. Mr. Grim Reaper. Win the Revolution. That's not Food Revolution. Shout out to Rachel Donaire, the boxing section. Wayne 595, Mr. 007 Inya. Oh, hey, I don't want to say that. Hey, put a case. Nigga tricked me into reading that shit. Shout out to okay, that's the real rap. My boy Cam, Brian Norman Jr. and Senior. I see them. Omega Sports Promotion all the way in the Philippines. That's dope. Shout out to Hector, Riviera, Dr. Charles Hampton, Kenny Hen, Kifo Smitty, Bots and Counter Life, Sweet Life Pumpkin, everybody, Mex, It's Me and Those Things, Monty Brown, the writer, that's Monty Brown, Mrs. Johnson, or Mrs. Johnson Jones, my boy my boy Boom Where, I see Boom, okay. 3 point setter, Ty, okay, yeah. And Kayambu and Keisha Worley, that's all on Instagram, man. Appreciate all of those people pulling up, as well as everybody who watched here on the live stream. Jerry the Terror Task, Lisa Bells, BVO Boxing, like that, Miss Queen P, Alonzo Amazing. Appreciate everybody. Karma Serene, the Serene Saturdays, the haters that's lurking in the background, but they don't want people to know they watching. The people I got blocked that are still watching. Pittsburgh T, what's up? My brother Brent Reaper, Champion of Heart. Latavia, shout out to everybody. Puro, King KO. I gotta go, man. I can't keep naming everybody. Shout out to everybody though. Name 5. Shout out to Name 5. Appreciate you. Must be new to the show. Salute. All right, that's it, man. I gotta go. All right, let's end this one. I'm gonna load this one up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go and launch the 24-hour because I'm probably not gonna do a show tomorrow. I'll probably do a quick video because I gotta do a rebuttal video to Puro. We'll do a rebuttal video to Puro and that Mike Tyson shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that right now. Man, Martin Nash Breaking Beats. I see you on the next one. Always remember this: dreams require sleep, goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. I'm about to get on to the next episode. You can cop the merch at marknash.com. Go get your t-shirt, hoodie, coffee mug, some stickers. Go get you some merch. Support the show in a major way. All right. Hey, look, man. Sometimes we're gonna agree, sometimes we're gonna disagree. But one thing's for certain, 2 things for sure, homeboy and homegirl. Never forget this.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
I mean that shit. And I appreciate the warm words from the panel, man. Hey, look, I don't have all the answers, man. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm glad you all are enjoying the show. Glad we can deliver y'all a good show without always the drama, the beef, disrespecting each other and disrespecting other content creators. That is not why I got into this game. You feel me? So love y'all. Hope you love yourself. If not, guess what? God loves you. So does Marq Nash in the neighborhood here breaking beats. Respect is free. Disrespect can cost you everything. Your family, your freedom, your finances, most importantly, your life. So let's show each other love. Let's show each other respect. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Hey, it's Antonio Tarver champion. You're watching Marq Nash at Breaking Beats. I usually don't do drops, but I'm going to give you one, bro. I'm going to give you one. I love you, champ.
This that squad sound. This is me, man.
Subscribe. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Support him. So he made all this possible. He made this possible.
Nah, Dr. Marq, God made this possible, and so did viewers like you. Appreciate your time and energy. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.